advertising call Blue Water.
Our advertisers are our biggest advocates. Call us to find out how radio can increase your bottom line. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Victoryland.
Victoryland Casinos, crowning 25K free play giveaway. The more you visit, the more chances you have to win. Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too.
Well, hi, everybody. No big surprises. There will be some random storms roaming around into the evening hours tonight. You can still encounter one of those. Many towns will stay dry. Very humid tonight. Overnight low temperature in the lower 70s. I think tomorrow's highs will be in the upper 80s to around 90. And each day this week, there will be scattered, random, mostly afternoon and evening storms here and there. We are locked into a deep June summertime pattern. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
When the heat hits to the river region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
You are a rude, terrible person.
The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
So Janice Lewis George won this week's D.C. mayoral primary. And just like her fellow Democrat socialist Mamdani, she's promising all sorts of free stuff, from transit to childcare. True, even the chalk outlines around your corpse come free of charge. Meanwhile, in New York, another Democratic socialist named Darializa Chevalier is running for Congress. She advocates seizing private property, abolishing police and borders, and called all deportation wrong. All that's missing is famine.
Split.
Yeah, thank you. And she even doubled down when asked recently.
All deportation is wrong. Is that something you still believe?
That phrase, yes. I still believe that all deportations are wrong.
Well, that would seem to also include people who were convicted of breaking U.S. criminal law. Is the deportation of those people wrong?
Yes.
Great. So vile rapists get to stay. It's like Motel 6 on Epstein Island. Would have been nice to ask a follow-up question about the consequences of such policies, but they rarely do. So why is socialism still a thing? Well, for one, socialism's appeal relies on deliberate ignorance of its role in history and the lack of knowledge of basic economic principles. In simple terms, it needs stupid people. On top of that, socialism has the greatest publicist in history, academia, painting a picture that leaves out all the dark parts. It's like a pet shop that sells you a puppy without telling you it's from Chernobyl. But hey, the fifth leg is free. So they push the theory, never the body count. Yet these socialists are fine by the Dems because to them, it's still a win. They're called Democrat socialists after all, which is a tell. Socialists must employ a cushier name because the real name scares people. Socialism is bad, but Democrat socialism, sounds milder. It's like renaming AIDS Fun AIDS.
Aww.
But socialism is only popular before the bill arrives. And they always rely on our wallets when it all goes south. Mass migration raises housing costs while lowering wages. Undeterred crime makes stores raise their prices, then go out of business. And when the debt hits, they offer a worse solution, taxing the remaining capitalists they spent years attacking. They create nothing and sell resentful people the notion of leeching off the success of others. And as the rich people leave, the left consolidate their power and never have to prove it works. They just have to say that capitalism is worse. Because if you want people to embrace a terrible idea like socialism, invent a nightmarish alternative. Tell them the planet is dying, democracy is ending, everyone will be homeless, broke, and eating canned cat food by the end of the year. In other words, the way Kathy Griffin lives today. And the old socialists who know socialism kills, they never tell the young zealots. Hell, Bernie's been selling socialism for decades. He talks about free college, yet skips over the shortages of luxury items like food. He talks equality, but we end up equally miserable, except, of course, for him. Worse, he sounds like he hasn't taken a good dump in 6 weeks.
In there.
Finally, those like him manipulate people's compassion, convincing you that capitalism is greedy, socialism is cuddly. No. Capitalism raised more people out of poverty than anything in history, and socialism in its various forms has killed more people than Dr. Fauci on his period. Fauci. Why is that? Well, one depends on enterprise and the other on envy. Capitalism says if you see someone excel, why not emulate them? But envy says no, it's just easier to mock achievement than demand your own share. Which socialism will give you, no strings attached, except the strings that control you. See, socialism ignores human nature by taking away the incentive to do stuff for yourself. You start expecting and then demanding others to do the stuff for you. This might be the worst tax of all. It's not on your paycheck, but on your own individual ambition. It doesn't just kill economies, it kills your soul.
Break it all down, talking politics and the whacked out world. Every headline makes the chaos swirl. It's time for a smoke break.
Everybody.
Monday and Thursday
On happy hour. On happy hour.
With some snacks.
On happy hour.
While the whole world's world's hanging out in the chat, will change your world.
On happy hour. On happy hour. On happy hour. On happy hour.
On happy hour.
On all stations, clear the air lanes, clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
He's here, all right, and I think he had Kellogg's Crack Flakes for breakfast today.
I just want to be loved. Is that so wrong?
No, Jerry, it isn't. I mean, Master Thespian. Welcome to the show.
And here they are.
Smattering of applause. God, these are. I'm so glad you're here. First of all, thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
And he's going to be with us Thursday morning.
Yeah, I'm going to fill in for the great Rich Thomas, Uncle Chi-Chi himself.
We got Leah tomorrow, you on Thursday,
Yeah.
and Jesse Lynn's coming in Friday morning.
Oh, that'd be great. That'll be great.
You know, it used to be so easy to find people who could hang out.
Yeah.
We even had people that could fill in and run the board and do the show.
Yeah.
You know, a long time ago.
Yeah.
And now it's like, wow. But
Well, I'm working on that. I got to get with Sky, and he's already told me he's going to show me the ropes and show me how to do that. So,
well, we're going to need somebody because I have some medical stuff to take care of this summer.
yeah, I heard that this morning.
And I'm going to
Yeah.
be missing some days.
Yeah.
MIA.
You know, they're going to poke you and prod you and scan you and yeah,
Well, they've done that.
pee in a cup and take some blood and
Well, I've been
take a pound of flesh.
artfully dodging the colonoscopy for 5 years.
Yeah, it's time. If you've dodged it for 5 years, it's time.
Well,
I got another couple more years before my next one.
They saw something in the MRI they did last Friday that they want to take a second look at. Well, help yourself. I'll give you a roadmap. And then I have an aneurysm in my abdomen. I've had it for years.
Yeah.
And they measure it when they do these things, and it got a little larger. So now I have to go see a vascular surgeon, which I've never done, to see if they just want to watch it.
They want to actually do something.
Or take it out. I
Yeah.
told my daughter about it when I was down there. I didn't think she'd think it was a big deal. And then she comes back later. You know, I went to ChatGPT and I found out that they do have a procedure to remove those.
Yeah.
And it's not that awful. So
Well, we'll just find out. I mean, that's the good thing is that you're going to find out what's going on. I mean, that's the good thing.
why? Because this heat is going to kill me first.
Oh, it's awful out there. It's not so much the heat as it is the humidity. I mean, you walk outside the door and you feel like you've taken another shower. It's just nasty.
That was the one benefit of visiting New Orleans over the weekend, because you think it's bad here, 10 o'clock in the morning, Sunday.
Yep.
Or was it Saturday? I forget. The temperature was 87, but the heat index was 102.
Well, you not only have the Gulf of America there, you've got all that swampland around New Orleans.
Oh, it's a
New
steamy
Orleans is
place.
basically built underwater.
But this is Janelle's 4th summer there already. That's hard to believe.
Yeah.
But the first one was the worst. I went down there every month, and in July and August, the heat indexes were up close to 120.
Woo! My goodness.
And it just sucks the life out of you. You know, it's hard to be active.
Now, do they have to do special things for the animals there in the zoo because of that humidity?
They have all the enclosures set up and a lot of automatic watering, and they can refresh as they need.
Yeah.
So you brought me a gift.
Good. I brought you some pudding from Buc-ee's. I hit the Buc-ee's on this past weekend. I went up to Tennessee for the week and had a good family vacation. And I got another treat for you. I'll bring it in to you Thursday. It's another treat from Buc-ee's. It's the beaver tail, which is really good.
The beaver tail.
The beaver tail. Well, they call it a paddle tail, but I call it a beaver tail.
What's it? Is it?
It's kind of like a cinnamon roll, except it's flaky like a croissant.
Oh.
But it's huge. It's like the size of this computer. It's huge, and it's good. It's very good, and I don't think you'll be able to eat it all in one setting. You'll have to eat some of it and then put it aside for later. But I'm
not really good at, it's like in this defeatist heat, I had to have some chocolate. So I stopped and way overpaid for a small bag of peanut butter cups, even though I have a few at home. I didn't think to grab them.
Yeah, chocolate's gone up, but you know the thing that's really gone up a lot? Ice cream. Have you noticed that?
You must not be shopping at Food Outlet, where Bluebell is $5.55 for a full half gallon.
They've got it for $5. Oh, I'm going to make me a trip. Let me tell you.
I had a passion to try the black raspberry fudge Bluebell. It's one of their new flavors this year, and it is so good. I'm afraid but it's and I only bought a pint, but I know if I open the pint, it'll be gone.
So it's got chocolate in it, but it's also got that raspberry too.
And I'm not riding the bike right now because it's not working. So I really don't have a viable form of burning off these calories except to stand outside for 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, you might keel over from heat stroke riding your bike in this weather.
Don't need that.
Yeah.
Certainly don't need that.
Of course, a lot of people got some fun last night when the storm came through.
That was fun. I was on the patio, just getting ready to call it a night, and I noticed a flicker in the sky to the west. So I stayed in my favorite chair. I have a favorite chair. And I stayed in that for almost a full hour, watching it get closer, until I could really see the lightning and hear the thunder. But most of the storm stayed just north.
Yeah.
Rich got some good rain. Jay got a really good rain in Prattville.
Mm-hmm.
We just got a side swipe on that one in Cloverdale.
Yeah. Well, those people on Atlanta Highway near County Downs, there were 8 power poles that got snapped. Did you hear about that?
That must have been a good straight line wind.
Yeah, they had the Atlanta Highway closed, so while they were trying to fix that.
That was the other thing. There were a lot of thunderstorms in New Orleans, and I was on Janelle's patio. I'm a patio guy. Man, you got a patio I can hang around and I'll come by and visit.
Yeah.
There was a huge thunderstorm just to the north of her place.
Oh, goodness.
And on our side of it, the downdraft from the storm was amazing. It was like a giant air conditioning system was plugged into the sky. The temperature dropped. The heat index was well over 105, about 107, 108. Yeah. And the temperature was in the 90s. Within 20 minutes, the temperature had dropped to 78.
Wow.
And the heat index was the same.
Wow.
That's how powerful that was. And that was, wow. And that made Saturday night pleasant.
Yeah.
But it's back to the grind on Sunday. Yeah. And hey, it's only the 3rd day of summer, so only 87 more days of this, and we'll be on our way to changing leaves and cooler weather. Oh boy, I can't wait.
Well, welcome to Alabama in the summertime. You know, people complaining about the heat in New York City, and it's like, y'all don't have heat. I'm sorry. It gets hot down here, and we deal with it.
I made the mistake. Well, it wasn't a mistake. It was a great promotion. We had 5 Broadway shows in 4 days. It was a listener giveaway. and we got to take them to New York City. We stayed at the Marriott Marquis right off Broadway there.
Right in there, yeah.
Yeah. And it was in August. The temperature every day was over 100 in Manhattan.
You're kidding me.
There was no air. There was no wind. There was no anything. And we were dressing up for this thing. We were going to Sardi's, which is a big, or at least it was, where a lot of the performers go to hang out.
Yeah.
We had this whole wonderful thing planned, and I took a tux along so I could look sharp. And I just remember being soaked in that thing, just walking outside the hotel. But anybody want more of these distant memories?
No.
Okay.
But 5 shows in 4 days is good. That means you hit a
See if I can
matinee and a
remember.
night
We
show.
did Anything Goes. We did Into the Woods.
Oh,
Dick
yeah.
Cavett was the narrator for that. That was weird seeing him on stage.
Yeah, he gets thrown to the giant, didn't he?
I don't remember. Actually, quite frankly, with that one, I was bored.
Yeah, yeah. Act 2, I think they sacrificed the narrator to the giant, so the giant will leave him alone, but it didn't work.
We saw Les Mis.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that actually 3 times.
I saw the original production of Les Mis, yeah.
Well, for a while there, every time I met someone new, hey, why don't we go see a Broadway show? Are you kidding? No. What would you like to see? Les Mis. Oh, swell.
It's an 18th century soap opera. That's how I'll put it. It's really good. I enjoy it, but it's not something I want to sit down and watch just for fun. I've got to be in the mood to watch Les Mis.
Yeah, the music is powerful.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure I understood the story. John Valjean and say, remember that much. Pretty good, huh? Aren't you impressed?
Yep.
So, but my favorite, and this is going to sound corny, was Anything Goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was just fun, upbeat. And I saw that twice. Once with Eartha Kitt, who I did not care for, to be quite frank.
She's more a singer than a dancer.
But I saw it with Patti LuPone.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to ask you. Did you see it with Patti LuPone?
And she was amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen clips from that. They have some clips from that on YouTube, and it's amazing. It's an amazing performance.
I've been in stupid things like send flowers to one of the dancers on that show.
Did you now?
Yeah.
How did that turn out? Well, you never know.
I had stupid money.
You never know.
At that time, so I didn't. I just did it.
Well, Broadway's in an interesting time right now.
Carmelo Anthony. This is breaking news. Carmelo Anthony gets a new legal team for his appeal. They got you on tape. Hey, asshole. They got you on tape saying, it ain't alleged. I did it. I killed him.
Yeah, if he hadn't put his hands on me, I wouldn't have done it. If he hadn't put his hands on me, I wouldn't have done it.
Your attorney better be named Merlin, because I don't see how, and they're still trying to push this into some kind of a racial thing. Just stop the crap, okay?
Who's paying for this legal team? You and I?
Probably.
Taxpayers of California?
Who knows?
He's not paying it.
Well, the $660,000 that idiots gave him for legal defense through GoFundMe.
Gave the family.
Yeah,
they didn't go to him. They went to the family.
They have a new house.
Uh-huh.
Nice car.
Uh-huh.
Oops, we forgot to hire a lawyer for our son. This crap, it just gets so old. Beating the same drum.
Yeah.
And then playing it off white guilt or whatever the hell it is. I'm just so over it.
The thing I'm laughing at right now is Algae Gate. They're all upset about the algae in the pool, the reflecting pool. And I'm like, please, people. Same thing happened when Obama fixed it back when he was in office.
Wasn't the thing sabotaged by somebody? Didn't they arrest some people for
ripped
putting
up the lining? Yeah.
Yeah. And they should throw them under the jail for that.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're protesting. They're going, look, yay, algae's great. Algae's wonderful. I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
They're protesting on behalf of the algae.
Which can't hear them, which can't see them. But it's like,
we have serious.
We got some mental issues out the wazoo.
We also have a song.
Will your green blooms disappear? a bad look to mark 250 years.
And of course, if they can turn that into some kind of Trump incompetence, they do. What I see today, the Republicans, they've all rebuked the Iranian war. That's nice.
Oh, now that it's essentially over, sure. You know, Trump has said we're going to control the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
No matter what the Iranians say, we're going to control it. We're going to make sure all these ships go through, that's one of the outcomes that should have happened a long time ago. They've wiped out a lot of the leadership. That's the one thing that I wish they had done, that they just wipe them all out, get rid of the IRGC, set up a new government. That may still be happening at some point, but right now it's not.
And just when you think you've spread enough cockroach paste, another one shows up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is this James on the phone with us?
How are you today, man?
How are you? Enough about
I'm
me.
sitting here listening to you after a couple of sets of tennis this morning, and so my brain, I should not say my brain is baked, but, let's just say cooked a little. But let's test an old man's memory. Right. Eartha Kitt, that's like Santa Baby, right?
Yes. It is.
Okay. Ding, ding, I got one.
She also played Catwoman on the old Batman TV show.
Yeah.
She's one of the two Catwomen on the show.
And later on in the movie, that would have been Michelle Pfeiffer, right?
Well, and Batman Returns, that was Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay. But there was a movie. They did the TV show in '66. It was a mid-season replacement. What's her name? A different woman played Catwoman in that season, and then in the summer they did a movie, and Lee Merriweather played Catwoman.
Oh yeah.
Julie Newmar played her first, then
Julie Newmar.
Then
oh my! Is this Eartha Kitt here?
Call me.
Oh, you don't have the headphones.
Who is this?
Well, I think that might be Eartha Kitt.
Okay, and then the play that you were referring to, that was Victor Hugo, right?
Les Mis? Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Just call the check. I mean, some of us old timers, we have to verify that we're actually functioning properly from time to time.
I can't believe that I got to do all of that stuff for free.
I don't know what happened? I accidentally
and
hang on.
Press the top button when you put them on hold. There you go.
We got it.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah. I don't know what I did. Anyway, but
did he hang up on him?
No,
I hung up on him. It was my fault. I pushed the wrong button.
Things happen from time to time. You guys seem to be having a nice afternoon, hanging there. And there was one other thing. Oh, 1966. That was the year that my father lost a leg.
Oh, wow. Was he in Nam?
Yes. No, he was actually in Lowndes County in a piece of heavy equipment, a Webco scraper. You can Google them, I believe, and get some still pictures or videotape. That would be,
wow.
Oh, gosh, 222 AF Webco scraper, and you should find some pictures of those things.
This is the story you're telling is chilling because I can't imagine what it's like in a family to have somebody have an event where they lose a limb. That's got to be not only for the person, of course, but for everybody else in the family. That had to be traumatic.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, once he came out of the hospital, his effort was to get back to work, and that's what he did for some time after that, and started his own heavy equipment service business, and eventually put that down to go back to farming.
Yeah. Did he get a prosthetic?
Actually, two different occasions. One was built for him, but there was no stump there.
Yeah.
And so that made it all the more difficult. Even when you had the titanium for the core of the second one, he just couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
And so for a little while he tried. I got pictures of my father standing with my mother outside before going to particular events like weddings and maybe and my brother's graduation, which would have been the spring of '67. But ultimately, he put that aside and went back to work without it.
Good for him.
Well, thanks for sharing the personal story, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's
Mr.
interesting.
Budell, you guys have a nice afternoon.
Yes. We're looking forward to the evening
Yes.
because it'll be less hot.
Yes.
Maybe.
EC, senor.
Sam from Pike County.
Woo-hoo.
Gregory from Hey, Gregory. I'm enjoying the show, brother. You and Master Desmond, y'all off to a good, strong start. I missed this morning. I wish you the best of luck with the procedures this summer. And yeah, I know I'm going to have my just personally, I'm going to have my left rotator cuff updated, replaced, whatever they do to it. And yeah, it's these things creep up on us grown folks.
Yeah, you know, I actually injured my right shoulder. I mean, that's the one that had to be rebuilt after the truck hit me back in the late 80s.
Yeah.
And you know how I did it? Because I have a knack for injuring myself in weird ways.
Oh, yeah.
By cleaning the inside of a car windshield. Because it's at that weird angle and you got to turn around, and I wanted to get it super clean because it wasn't my windshield. I don't care. I can see through nicotine. But I wanted this to be perfect, and I put a little bit too much effort in it. It's been bothering me ever since. I can't even reach up to pull the damn light off. I'm old. I'm getting decrepit.
Hey, let me share this story with you. 2 years ago, Greg, us grown folks, I've got a riding mower. It's got a few years on it. I like to do this time of year. I like to drop the deck, grease it. I remember I just hadn't been stretching much. You know, I take everything for granted, and I popped a knee out. Took me several months, wrapped up, having to get over it. Just what I considered typical activity, and just make you mad. Reason I called to be friendly and enjoy your company, but also. I had a question for Master Thespian, one that just was burning me up.
Okay.
When you were in Tennessee, sir, did you stop by the In-N-Out Burger?
No, I did not.
One of those companies that got run out of California.
Because they had those, I think, in Murfreesboro, and I didn't go up I-24 at all. And I think they may have one in Nashville, but I didn't. I just didn't have time and didn't have inclination because the lines at In-N-Out Burger are horrendous. Did you know that?
It must be special. I've seen them on the YouTube since they had to move their corporate headquarters, like Starbucks and so many others, out of California.
But they moved it to Nashville. They moved it to Tennessee.
And
so they're wanting to be a presence
like
over here. So I did go to Buc-ee's.
It's a little ways for a DoorDash. Yeah. It's a little ways for a DoorDash, but I want to get in. I want to try that In-N-Out experience.
Yeah, and did you know they have?
Me too.
They have scripture on all their packages. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, that's cool.
I had one of those when I worked for the band. Yeah, I had one of those because the girls out at A&M Records wanted to take me. Oh, you got to have In-N-Out Burger. Yeah.
Oh, and last thing from me, Carmelo Anthony, but he was not innocent. I keep seeing things. He's innocent. No. He showed, in my personal opinion, from the evidence that he showed up at the meet with a knife. Yeah. He had a history of violence. He'd been thrown out of high school. He showed up to kill somebody, and he aggravated it and did it.
No, until they find a better case, this is the left just trying to find a way to stir the pot and keep racial hatred alive and well because they thrive on it.
Yep.
Because they're assholes.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen, I appreciate y'all's time. I'm right here at the county line. I'm going to lose you. All right.
Bye.
God bless. Love you.
Thank you, Sam.
And we love you too, buddy. And this...
TK.
Hey, Greg, I want to apologize for the other day, but we did that already. I grew up in the Wiregrass, and I worked all summer, loading watermelons, baling hay, and the two places that I've ever been that was the hottest and most unbearable, one was D.C., Washington, D.C.
Oh, yeah. I was there when it was 105 in the shade. It could be really bad.
No. I'd get up in the morning to go to headquarters Marine Corps, and the radio would say it's 87 degrees with a 98% humidity. And it's like, we didn't have air conditioning then. You wind your window down. It was miserable. And the other place, I was working over in Biloxi, and I did a bunch of work over at the Coast Guard station on Mobile, and it was unbearable. I had guys passing out on the job.
Well, Mobile
And
can't
it's
be a
like,
whole lot different from New Orleans.
No, it's the same as New Orleans. It's like, I could work all day in heat in the wiregrass.
Yeah.
Down south in Alabama, and it's like it didn't bother me, but God, you get up in D.C. or down along the coast. Paris Islands, it's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Well, just imagine 150 years ago, the weather here in Montgomery was the same as it is now. Can you imagine 150
No,
years
I
ago?
always think about that. How did anybody live in New Orleans before AC?
They wore wool and well, I guess they wore cotton shirts and things, but the coats and the dresses were all made of wool in the summertime. I'm like, dang.
When I went off to boot camp up at Paris Island, it was like, hey, I can handle this. Other guys are falling out.
Yeah. Hey, I did band camp in high school in northern Alabama in July. I figure if I can suffer through that, I can suffer through anything.
I got to run. I wanted to get your call before the break. Thank you for your contribution. We're off to a good start here.
This is good.
Some calls.
This is good. We've had.
I really, I don't give a damn what you want to talk about today because anything is on the table. I'm over the news. It's the same news. Yeah. The good news is oil prices are dropping. Gas prices are starting to come down.
Oh, yeah.
And so they'll find something else to piss and moan about. And that's kind of the whole cycle of news.
The algae. The algae. That's why they're griping about the algae, because they don't have anything else to gripe about.
They are mental patients.
I know.
Just absolutely crazy. But what else is new? Hey, you weren't here for the big weekend shootout at the Raceway gas station.
I heard about that.
Yeah, what's our mayor had to say about that? Anything?
I think he's in California having a schmooze fest, having a slumber party with.
When the microphone is off, all right. In fact, here's what I'm going to do because I can't say this on the air. You see the picture of him and Newsom? All right, I'm going to take a moment. You're going to hear dead air to tell him what that picture reminded me of, and then we'll come right back. Didn't he? I mean, just hilarious. All right.
Well, we got a phone call. Let me grab the phone.
And I got to talk about Smoky Notes because that is a great option for you for dinner tonight. If you love barbecue and you haven't been to Smoky Notes, you haven't tasted the best. We had the chef in last Thursday, and he talked about the process to do the brisket. Right. Starts the day before, and then the morning, the day of. They really take the time. God, I've met a lot of great chefs. The young man that was here cares like nobody else about making sure that whatever he's got going on in the kitchen is just right. And you'll taste it. You'll taste that care because it's that good. You got brisket, smash burgers, Monte Cristo sandwiches with one side, pulled pork, chicken, all your traditional barbecue. But the sides were the star of the show.
Macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, well, kind of an Alfredo bit. And it's so thick you have to cut the macaroni and cheese
so good
with the side of the fork.
I know.
Because it's over cheesed, and I'll take that anytime. The cabbage, that was awesome. A little Conecuh sausage and kick. Mm-hmm. Everybody loved the baked beans. I mean, and the boudin balls, which I know how to properly pronounce now.
Boudin ball.
Even though it's spelled boudin, it's boudin.
It's a little bit of Cajun right here in Montgomery, Alabama.
And they're so good, and you have a wide array of sauces for dipping. And a full bar. They're open for lunch on Monday from 11 to 2, and then Tuesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. If you would like to call in advance and place an order at 649-1110. And they got a great Facebook page. You can check out the menu and everything in here. That's Smoky Notes on Northeastern Boulevard, right near the Petro station. where the It'll Do Tavern used to be. They've remodeled. It's really nice. Check them out. Smoky Notes. All right. Wow, we're only 20 minutes behind already.
Well, traffic continues to look good. No issues around the area. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. Traffic light to moderate, beginning to build a little bit. Seeing more folks on the road on 231 up to Wetumpka, Troy Highway, and Highway 80. Everywhere else, light to moderate afternoon traffic. We'll keep you updated. Davis Store and Sash is your trusted source for quality replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisStoreandSashAlabama.com. Call 334-288-6010. Buckle up with J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. The recently hired band director at Wetumpka High School has been arrested on child sex charges. 30-year-old Andrew Belk was arrested June 18th in Louisiana on charges of solicitation of a minor and indecent behavior with juveniles. Belk was approved as band director for Wetumpka High School on May 19th. Authorities have identified the body of a man who was found floating in a small lake in Millbrook last week. The body, now identified as 58-year-old Cusana resident Bruce Ziegler, was found June 17th floating in the water in the area of Lakeview Drive. No signs of foul play were found during a preliminary investigation. Baptist Medical Center South has been verified as a Level 1 trauma center, the highest trauma designation in the state. The designation reflects 24/7 access to trauma surgeons and specialized physicians equipped to treat the most critical injuries. Baptist South now becomes the only Level 1 trauma center in Central Alabama. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of health care you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Tired of spending your weekends fighting weeds, patchy grass, and a mower that never starts? Mosley Lawn Pros is the solution. They handle residential and commercial lawn maintenance, landscaping, cleanups, and property care so you don't have to. They show up on time, do the job right, and leave your lawn looking sharp every time. Stop stressing over your yard and start loving it. When it comes to your lawn, call the crew your neighbors and local businesses trust. One call, one crew, problem solved. Mosley Lawn Pros, built on hard work, driven by quality. Find them today on Facebook or Google.
Independent Glass has been your one-stop shop for all things glass since 1978. They offer a full range of architectural products, and they're armed with the knowledge and expertise to get even the most demanding job done, big or small. Attention to detail, 24-hour replacement services, and their uncompromising commitment to excellence is why Montgomery's first choice for all things glass is Independent Glass. Call them today at 263-2823 and learn more about what they can do for you at independentglassco.com.
Get ready for a legendary night of soul on November 25th. The Temptations take the stage at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center with special guest Ruben Studdard. It's the Temptations live on stage at the Impact. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and the box office. Don't miss the Temptations with special guest Ruben Studdard. One incredible night of classic soul and R&B.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
That sound good to you, Joey?
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Truckers, listen up. A $2,500 sign-on bonus only at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Work for a company that puts God and family first. 855-777-9785. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. No big surprises. There will be some random storms roaming around into the evening hours tonight. You can still encounter one of those. Many towns will stay dry. Very humid tonight. Overnight low temperature in the lower 70s. I think tomorrow's highs will be in the upper 80s to around 90. And each day this week, there will be scattered, random, mostly afternoon and evening storms here and there. We are locked into a deep June summertime pattern. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Life's a beach with an ASE loan financing the fun you deserve. It's your summer, your way. ASE has the funds. Apply online or at any of our 9 locations.
ASE Credit Union. Your life, your culture. ASE.
Federally insured by NCUA.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And now here's News Talk political commentator Menthol Meredith with her thoughts on the World Cup.
All right.
Well, have y'all seen how them Europeans that are here for the World Cup are just losing their crap over how great America is? Told y'all. I saw this one foreigner in a Costco on TikTok like, who needs 8 pounds of meatballs? And I said, well, nobody, but that's freedom. Who needs the stupid Eiffel Tower when you can get tires, a birthday cake, an eye exam, and rat poison all at the same place?
That's right.
Okay, y'all. I gotta go. America's turning 250, so y'all know what that means. Pre-tattoo shave-a-thon.
I finished. Obviously, with our country's birthday next month, I wanted to write something about that in my
In your column.
for Boom. And I basically I need to say this: we are spoiled.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
These little monsters. 55% of the Democrats want to leave for another country, and I will absolutely agree to have my taxes raised to underwrite your departure. Get the F out, okay? Just go away. I'm sick of your misery. I'm sick of your bitching, whining, complaining. You got nothing good to say about anything. And basically, it's not America that's the problem. It's you.
Mm-hmm.
It's up here. Mm-hmm. You got a mental illness. And you need to either get it treated or find a way out because the government's not going to cure it and more government's not going to cure it.
Mm-hmm.
So get over yourselves. You know, I got to watch my language.
Yeah.
For 12 years, I endured a president who we all knew does not like this country. Whoa, the fundamental transformation of America. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I had to live through that twice. I mean, I thought the first time I'd get it because we had a lousy candidate, John McCain. And, I'll vote for hope and change, whatever that means. But Joe Biden, you stole that election. You know you did. 81 million people voted for it.
He had people that did it for him.
Well, yeah.
I don't think he knew anything going on. I don't think he had the mental faculty to understand what was going on at all. Really. And it was all the people around him, his handlers and his wife, who orchestrated that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it.
And it's sad because they're going to be studying this from years to come.
Yes, and you know what? Ultimately, if you haven't already, you will regret that you stole it.
Yeah.
Because you gave Donald Trump an extra 4 years to come up with some really awesome people.
Mm-hmm. And fix things.
Yes.
Fix things that needed to be fixed 20 years ago.
Not everybody's been a superstar. You gotta love what Tulsi did, dropping the bomb on Fauci.
Wasn't that cool?
When's that little turd going to be held accountable?
Well, Rand Paul has issued a subpoena.
Yes.
For him to appear before Congress.
I would advise against lying to Congress, Mr. Fauci. You've already done that.
Yeah.
You really should be in jail. And as David Blackman said yesterday, if there is any justice, he will spend the rest of his rotten little life sitting behind bars somewhere. Maybe they'll send him here to Maxwell, to the federal thing we've got here.
Probably, because he is getting the highest pension of any government employee
$440,000 for that little POS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
If we turn against each other based on divisions of race or religion,
Make sure that we have those.
Come on, try getting it out.
Ding, 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 bong. That's all, folks.
So his library opened this
What a
past week.
monstrosity that is.
Somebody said it looks like a Klingon detention center, and it does.
Oh, yeah, I like the Klingon prison.
Somebody put a picture of it up on social media.
Speaking of
Look how
Klingons.
beautiful. And I'm like, it's awful.
I saw Disclosure Day.
Okay, what did you think about it?
Well, the movie Maven is going to be talking about that.
Okay,
And so
good.
she's got 4 good ones lined up for today at 5:35.
I have not seen it, but I'm on the fence. There's a part of me that wants to see it, but there's a part of me going, do I really want to? Do I want to subject myself to going to see a Spielberg film? Because I'm sure there's probably some wokeness in it, but
It's not even that.
Mhm.
I love the idea,
Mhm.
and there are flashes of Spielberg's greatness here and there.
Yeah.
But to me, it was a tossed salad.
Yeah.
And it's a long movie. And I don't want this. I think you should, I would wait. I'm starting to sound like Obama.
I'll probably go like to a matinee and see it.
Go at a discount or wait till you can watch it at home.
Stream it. Yeah.
But yeah, I would recommend watching it because we're in the middle of all this UFO stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't like to have to think, like, what did I just see? What does all this mean? Who is he working all this?
Yeah, I've heard the ending is very ambiguous. You're not quite sure what
The ending ends, and here's the thing. I'm following along, and when I heard the final word of the movie, I said that's where it's going to end, and it did.
Yep.
I'm not going to say the word. I don't want to spoil the fun for anybody, but it is not. And in fact, there was a list last week of Spielberg's best and worst, and it ranked towards the bottom of the worst.
Yeah, yeah.
Emily Blunt can be very annoying at times.
The things I've seen her in, I like, but there's some things that she's done that I haven't seen. So, like, I've never seen The Devil Wears Prada, so I don't know how she did in that.
No, I've never seen that either.
But
I've just been busy.
yeah, and I think that's the thing. You know, the movie that made a whole lot of money this last weekend, Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
160 million.
Yeah, that's domestically. $300 million worldwide.
Yeah, it's a reliable franchise. A buddy of mine in Chicago saw it and says, I left the theater a changed man. Like, why? I never went to a movie and left a changed man. Well, maybe once, but that had nothing to do with the movie.
Eric, hang on, let me put you on hold.
It's 3:53.
Well, I agree with you. Is that Toy Story is a known commodity, and it's a kids movie, so it's something that the parents can take the kids to, and feel like, okay, it's going to be.
Didn't Buzz have a same-sex kiss or something in one of those?
You Buzz Lightyear. Now you're talking about the Buzz Lightyear movie.
Oh, that
it's got some stuff, and you're like, what?
Why can't? What is your problem with normal? What is your problem with heterosexuality? Why do you have to? They just they just have a thing. Nothing can be normal.
It's part of the desensitization. The more you see it, the more you're going to start thinking it is normal. That's part of what they're doing. And again, you've got a lot of people that are in the entertainment industry that are LGBTQ.
Or just plain weird in a lot of other ways.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
There's some awesome documentaries on Hollywood on YouTube that
Mm-hmm.
really tell you the truth about certain people.
Yeah.
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 A lot of them, in Hollywood's golden era,
And you're like, oh, my goodness, I didn't realize that.
people
Yeah.
did not know just how depraved some of those
Mhm.
big stars were. Holy cow.
Mhm.
Who do we have?
Eric.
Eric, welcome to the show.
Hi, good afternoon, Budale, and good afternoon to your guest.
Master Thespian.
I have seen The Devil Wears Prada with Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway. And it was a damn good, actually. It was pretty good. I didn't think I'd give a damn about, and the modeling career and all this here other stuff. But, Meryl Streep is, Meryl Streep. And,
yeah.
Meryl Streep is
now-
somebody who get confused with Jane Seymour all the time.
I know.
They're the same.
Are you referring to the age or what?
No, they're not classically beautiful women.
Mm-hmm.
Playing in an attractive way, I suppose it'd be.
They're good character
Well, they're
actors.
class on film.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've seen this over and over, and I know there's movies that you guys have seen,
Mm-hmm.
and if it comes on, you'll continue to watch it, which is The Departed with DiCaprio and Matt Damon. and,
Yeah, that's got one of the highest ratings on Rotten Tomatoes in its history.
It's a good movie.
and
It's bad, but it's a good
something,
movie.
I would love to know what the budget for that making that film was, because Jack Nicholson, he doesn't work cheap. So, and then you have Alec Baldwin, of course, and it just the list goes on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna make this quick. But Greg, back to you were talking about a barbecue earlier. You were mentioning some restaurant, but you remember
Smoky Notes,
back-
yes.
Where is that?
It's on Northeastern Boulevard near Lagoon Park on the west side of the street, right next to the Petro station. They got a big sign, so you can't miss it.
Okay, I know. I got you. Okay, now one other thing, you too. I know Greg's up in age like myself. I'm not going to disclose mine, but
Thanks.
yeah, I can remember going to Kmart when the Kmart was open, and you'd get 5 sandwiches already pre-made in the deli for $5. And I don't know if Greg might remember that, but that's what we used to go by there on the Southern Bypass and get 5 of them. And they were actually
When Janelle was a kid, we used to like to go to Kmart on Sunday morning and have a restaurant breakfast and shop and
Yes,
all
sir.
that. I loved it. That was the most fun.
Dang, all right. What are you talking to? See, I knew I wasn't the only one that remembered it, but still, I love that. And Crystals and those were real Crystal burgers back in the day and all this other stuff. I mean, ain't nothing like it used to be, but like you said, I'm going to have to check out the barbecue. And I appreciate talking with you, but y'all keep up the good work, my friend.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you.
brother.
Thank you for the good words. Nice call. Wow. First hour.
It's
Quick.
gone. It's gone. I tell you. That's
And it-
good. Hey, it's good.
Yeah.
And we still got stuff to talk about. I haven't even talked about Dollywood. I brought you a
Oh,
brochure
yeah,
so
yeah.
I can show you the
No,
map.
I would like to. I want to hear all of that.
Yeah, because we spent the whole day at Dollywood on Tuesday last week, and boy, it was an adventure. I'll say that.
Dollywood was just getting started when I used to travel up to Tennessee. I went up there several consecutive falls for the leaves and
Yeah.
just the peace and quiet. And
Well, they keep adding. They've added more and more. They've added more since the last time I was there a few years ago, and it's pretty good.
so
we need
what
to
you're
take
saying is Dollywood keeps getting bigger.
Leon's getting larger.
Exactly.
Canada and an hour better than that. Since I was down in New Orleans, I always feel grateful when I complete the trip. Without incident with the car, everything runs great. Good gas mileage, close to 30. My Rogue is 7 years old, and it gets close to 30 on the long drive. That's very
not
good.
bad at all.
That's very good. And I have Don Duncan, All-American Auto and Tire, to thank for that. They have been my car partner for over 15 years.
This is News Talk.
And whenever there's what's great is if a light comes on the dashboard, warning, whatever, I know exactly where to go if I want it diagnosed and fixed. I know people, I bought my last set of tires there. They're still good. And I did not pay an arm and a leg for these tires. But they still got 10,000 miles worth of tread, and I've already put about 40,000 on them at least. I mean, I think that's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, here's the thing. When I need tires, wipers, whatever the car needs, plus regular maintenance, I work it out with them. I usually go to Don's location on Bell Road, just north of Vaughan, where Doug Mitchell has an awesome crew. It's always best if you have an emergency or a low tire or some other issue with the car, just get there. But if you could plan ahead a little bit, you could do it by appointment and get in and get out and continue with your day. But if you need an accommodation like a ride back to office or home, just ask, and they'll do everything they can to accommodate your request. I think they charge a fair price for the work they do, and it's always done right the first time. Don also has locations downtown. That's perfect if you work for the government or anywhere downtown. 408 Madison, Bell Road, just north of Vaughan where Doug is. And then 2 in Millbrook, 1 high atop Mount Duncan, the Big Hill behind the McDonald's on Highway 14, and again in Millbrook on Cusada. You can't go wrong with any of the locations, Don Duncan, All-American Auto.
You know, they took care of us this week. I had a tire that has dry rot, had to be replaced. I called them up. They said, we can get the tire for you. Can you come in? My wife went in, got it changed. She was in and out in 30 minutes. It was wonderful.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that gave us peace of mind on this trip that tire wasn't going to blow out.
That's what it's all about, driving with peace of mind. There's enough other the crazy drivers. You got plenty to worry about without that. All right, at 4 o'clock, we've got traffic, Salem Radio Network News, and then we're back.
Traffic is brought to you by Victoryland. The winning is 24/7 at Victoryland. Go where the winners go every day, and you can be a winner too. Victoryland, I-85, exit 22 shorter, admission 19 and over.
Well, on this Tuesday afternoon, looking good around the area. Light to moderate afternoon traffic. Not really seeing any issues in Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. We are keeping an eye on things, but right now looking good. Keep up the good work. We'll keep you updated. Get $1,000 customer cash on a Camry at McKinnon Toyota. And the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth to drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Little J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
I suffered with plantar fasciitis for almost 20 years. I would try drugstore insoles and supports.
If you suffered with plantar fasciitis, we know the search for pain relief can feel like a hopeless ordeal.
I've been through surgeries, foot injections. I thought that foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life.
At the Good Feet store, we hear stories every day of all kinds of cheap inserts, expensive shoes, and other failed remedies people have tried that just didn't work.
I was trying all different things. Not a single one worked. And then I was driving past the Good Feet store, and I thought, why not? Give it a try. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet. Then it was like, okay, this is different. These make a difference.
I'm so glad I met Good Feet. It changed my life.
Don't lose hope. Give the Good Feet store a try.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
Whether it's AC or heating or plumbing that you're needing, whatever you require, call Lou Quire.
With the seasons changing, your HVAC system is working overtime. Call Lou Quire today to schedule a tune-up with one of their expert technicians to keep your system running efficiently and reliably. Keep your home comfortable all season long. 24-hour emergency service available. License number 22154.
Call Lou Quire right now.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. With PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
A new year brings new opportunities, and right now the market is starting to shift.
Interest rates are beginning to come down, which means more buying power and more options for buyers who've been waiting.
If you're thinking about buying a home, this could be the moment to take that next step.
And whether you're buying, selling, or investing, having experience on your side matters more than ever.
At Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, we're also growing our team.
If you're an experienced agent ready to make a difference in this market and want to be part of a team that values knowledge, support, and results, call Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, where opportunity meets experience.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
Here's your 405.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. The U.S. Senate has approved a war powers resolution to block U.S. military action against Iran. The vote today comes as lawmakers keep a wary watch on President Trump's efforts to resolve the conflict. This was the 10th time the Senate has attempted to advance a war powers resolution. This may have passed because a growing number of Republicans in Congress have expressed their concerns over the war and how long it's been going on, as well as a deal the president made to bring it to an end. It is primary day in 4 states. Voters going to the polls to elect candidates in Utah, Maryland, New York, and South Carolina. A sell-off in big tech companies in particular spread today from Asia back to the U.S. markets, pulling stocks lower for the most part on Wall Street, and along with a growing likelihood of interest rate hikes coming up this year, it helped to bring values down. The Nasdaq closed down by 579 points. This is SRN News.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Dang, I forgot the wakeboard. How am I supposed to enjoy myself without my favorite water activity? I mean, sure, we could still go tubing, fishing, or even just relax on a floaty, but without the wakeboard, what's the point?
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
Hi, this is Rhett Rasmussen of BestHotGrill.com. We make the amazing Solaire infrared gas grills that are built to last and will consistently deliver better than restaurant grilled food. The Solaire infrared burner heats up to 1,000 degrees in just 3 minutes, even in the dead of winter. The high heat locks in the juices and flavor and grills food faster. Learn more about these fantastic USA-made grills at BestHotGrill.com. Solaire, hot, fast grills at BestHotGrill.com.
Summer's here, and warmer temperatures mean more bugs. More bugs mean more bug spray. And who wants to smell like that all day? Now you don't have to. Introducing Axe Buggy Spray. Guys, it's the only insect repellent that keeps the bugs away. But the ladies, oh so close. Goodbye, flies, gnats, ticks, and fleas. Hello, babes, chicks, hotties. Oh yeah, that's right, playa. Thanks to Axe Buggy Spray, you can drive around with the top down in your Camaro.
It's a Trans Am!
Whatever. Axe Buggy Spray. Now the only pest the ladies will have to deal with is you.
So a D.C. appeals court has ruled that ICE can fast-track deportations nationwide without immigration judges. Good.
Good. That's very good.
Bye-bye. I just don't understand the love for politicians who put people who broke the law to get here ahead of you.
And that's the thing. The immigration is not doing anything extra. This is the law of the land, has been the law of the land since the Clintons.
No, you have...
Before the Clintons.
We're
just enforcing the law that's already there.
There's a clip out there of Obama praising ICE.
Yeah.
For the job they do. They're just another extension of law enforcement. That's why we have laws.
Yeah, but they think that we're going to forget about it, that we have, short-term memory. We show us the bright, shiny object over here, and we pay no attention to what's going on behind the curtain. But more and more people are paying attention, which is why not just Democrats, but Republicans are under scrutiny by voters now, because we're going, look, you guys made all these promises and you've done nothing.
Yeah, the SAVE Act. And that's something that everybody, a big majority, independents, Democrats, Republicans, all want voter identification.
Well, in this bill that the Senate voted on, the Housing Affordability Act, Tommy Tuberville did not vote for it. You know why? because he said we don't need to be doing any other legislation until we get the SAVE Act.
Good for
So
him.
I'm going to vote no on anything coming across here until you put that SAVE Act.
I hate to say this to Mayor Reed, but he's going to be our next governor, and he's going to have 6 years of Washington, D.C. frustration building up.
Ready to go.
So I would be touching up my resume or hiring a good defense attorney.
Well, you know, the thing I heard today that just made me angry. There is someone who is working for the city of Montgomery in this violence prevention.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw that. And they're getting a ton of
She's
overtime,
making
too.
$57,000 a year salary, getting overtime pay of over $62,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? How are you doing that? That means you're working 70 hours a week, 24 hours, 70 every single week. How is that possible?
And guess what? You're really not doing a very good job, are you?
No.
Given the,
Let's
okay
give out-
corral up the
Let's
street.
give out balloons. Let's give out yard signs. That'll stop the violence. It's like all these people saying, oh, we need to shut down the gas station. No, we don't need to shut down the gas station just because a shooting took place.
Shut down the gas station?
Yes. Yes. That's
Well,
what
then
they're-
just go to a different gas station.
Exactly. They don't care.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care. They don't care about themselves or anybody else. 50 to 70 rounds were fired in that little episode.
I know. Yeah.
Dads shielding their kids in the car,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing what Dr. Thrasher has to say about it tomorrow.
Yes.
That's going to be good. But it's just, this is happening over and over. Do you realize we are now ranked number 2 in the state of Alabama for the number of homicides? We leapfrogged over Birmingham this weekend.
Congratulations to us.
23 murders so far this year.
Somebody sent me a photo array of this violence prevention committee, which to me just sounds like another way of rewarding friends.
Yeah, let's give you a nice, cushy government job. You don't have to do anything.
Because the best violence prevention committee are more police and their presence that would discourage people from trying to get away with stuff. But when you know you can get away with it in this town, why not? And it's the same people every time. Stop pretending. We all know who's doing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
they get put on bail and they get out and they do it again.
but I'm trying, I do get a lot of correspondence on Facebook Messenger, and I can't remember who sent me that photo because I really would like to get into the details of that. If you're listening and you were the one that sent it, please send it again.
I'd be curious to find out the relationship between the mayor and the people on that committee. Are they relatives? Are they friends? What's the deal?
Let's see.
Because they're not telling us anything. There have been Freedom of Information Act requests. The city has said no. We're not going to tell you.
What kind of crap is that? Well, you got your wish. I'll just take this on the fly. Risky click of the day. Good afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this?
Hey, it's Skipper. I sent you the photo.
Oh, thank you. But you got to let me apologize. It's not that you're not memorable.
Yeah.
Oh no. I get it. I totally get it. I've just look on the thing. You'll see it there.
There it is.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it on Facebook too, and we'll talk about it. It's on 1819 News as well.
Hey, Skipper, by the way, were you listening to the Scanner Saturday evening when all that went down?
Not at the moment that it went down, but I tuned in for some of the aftermath, and
Just
yeah.
nuts.
And I actually had a couple of friends that went through the area as that was going on. One of them, Bo Holt.
Oh, really? Oh, my.
Yeah, Bo and Dinah were at the intersection whenever it happened, and he grabbed her and helped kind of got her down in the car and flew through and almost, had bullets flying everywhere. Could hear them going off, and he just took off. So Dodge City, Alabama.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that ordinary, everyday citizens, our lives are in danger by these yahoos.
Well, ask Amy Dix how that worked out.
Exactly.
Caught in the crossfire between two cars full of punks.
Thank you for calling,
Yeah,
Skipper.
It's got to stop. It's got to stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
See you later.
You're the best, buddy. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Yes. Montgomery Office of Violence Prevention. These employees were paid $220,000 in overtime since 2022. Do the results indicate that they're working overtime? That's not what I'm hearing. So we'll talk about this in just a minute.
So what are
overtime.
they doing? I mean, that's the thing. What are they doing? What evidence do we have that
There's no evidence.
Well, that obviously the things that they're doing are not working. But what are they doing? They're obviously earning money from us, the taxpayers, people who pay property taxes, are paying these people's salaries.
It's not a very diverse committee either, by the way.
I'm sure it's not.
I see. In fact, there's zero diversity in this committee.
Yeah.
What
Yet
else
another-
is new?
Yet another thing.
Diversity is another one-way street here in town, friends. It's 4:15. We've got Uncle Chi-Chi shirtless weather. I believe we'll get a traffic update from Skipper in just a moment.
Yep.
And some entertainment options coming up at 5:35 with the Movie Maven on News Talk 93.1 FM.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. No big surprises. There will be some random storms roaming around into the evening hours tonight. You can still encounter one of those. Many towns will stay dry. Very humid tonight. Overnight low temperature in the lower 70s. I think tomorrow's highs will be in the upper 80s to around 90. And each day this week, there will be scattered, random, mostly afternoon and evening storms here and there. We are locked into a deep June summertime pattern. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Tired of spending your weekends fighting weeds, patchy grass, and a mower that never starts? Mosley Lawn Pros is the solution. They handle residential and commercial lawn maintenance, landscaping, cleanups, and property care so you don't have to. They show up on time, do the job right, and leave your lawn looking sharp every time. Stop stressing over your yard and start loving it. When it comes to your lawn, call the crew your neighbors and local businesses trust. One call, one crew, problem solved. Mosley Lawn Pros, built on hard work, driven by quality. Find them today on Facebook or Google.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama Sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you can help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at alabamasheriffsyouthranches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
And this is a painting of my grandfather, the only one he ever had made.
Sometime, take a close look around your house.
This sewing machine was my Aunt Mary's.
If you have possessions that are irreplaceable, consider this. Each year, over 65,000 American homes suffer a fire due to an electrical problem. Are our possessions safe? To know for sure, call Crosby Electric, your exclusive provider of Current Safe, the world's foremost home diagnostic system. Using high-tech equipment, Crosby Electric will check your hidden wiring, panel box, light switches, and electrical outlets to pinpoint potential problems and make sure your things are safe.
Oh, my daughter's second grade art project. I'd die if something happened to this.
Some things can't be replaced by insurance. Don't wait another day. Call 272-2085 for an in-home no-obligation assessment or visit crosbyelectric.com. Don't just think it's safe. Know it's safe.
Now you'll be safe with Current Safe. E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free. E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free.
At E-Bike Oasis, we're more than just Montgomery's best electric bicycle store. E-Bike Oasis offers free 1-hour electric bicycle rentals and a full-service electric bike repair shop. Stop by E-Bike Oasis in Montgomery today for free rentals, repairs, and electric bicycle brands in town.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
419, let's get the opinion of our traffic stalwart skipper.
Well, on this Tuesday afternoon, looking good around the area. Light to moderate afternoon traffic. Not really seeing any issues. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. We are keeping an eye on things, but right now looking good. Keep up the good work. We'll keep you updated. Get $1,000 customer cash on a Camry at McKinnon Toyota. And the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Little J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
All right, something from the Babylon Bee that's getting attention. I have not previewed this because I love living on the edge. In fact, we could put this on the, yes, we're going to do that right now. Wait a minute. That's not it. That's the Rumble feed. Let me switch to this tab.
There we go.
They asked AI to simulate what would happen if the U.S. had a second civil war, which sadly I think is inevitable. But it won't be about slavery. Well, in a way it will. It'll be capitalism versus socialism. Slave to government. Letting the government tell you every effing thing you can do. The doctor you can see, how much money you can make, where you can vacation. They don't understand. That's all these people that see Nazis everywhere they look when they see a Trump supporter or just a basic garden variety Republican. That was the National Socialist Party of Germany. I wish the damn Republican National Committee would make a point of that in some ads. But let's see what the Babylon Bee has come up with here.
It was late 2026, and political conflict was coming to a head. The right was not giving any ground, and the left decided it was time to take action.
We had to do something. The Republicans were using every trick in the book, mainly voting to take over our country. It was finally time for war.
The left began to quickly make preparations to take the country by force.
It's not easy to start a war. It involves a lot of talking on the phone, which gives many of us anxiety.
An initial target was settled on, a lazy suburb that served as a symbol of the bourgeoisie and capitalism. But this small neighborhood was not caught by surprise.
Doreen's son goes to one of those fruity colleges on the West Coast. We got word from him war was coming.
The invading army descended on the small neighborhood, but the attack did not go as planned.
In the city, we're used to being able to burn down a target and no one does anything.
I guess it's different in the suburbs, though.
The suburbanites had an ace up their sleeves: firearms.
One of the big issues is how we hate guns, but the right loves them. I guess none of us considered how big a disadvantage that would put us in a civil war.
A single warning shot was fired, causing half the invading force to have a panic attack. The rest fled for their lives. The Second American Civil War was over.
Everyone said I was crazy owning 6 AR-15s. And I guess they had a point, since we had a full civil war and I barely needed the one.
The left signed a statement of unconditional surrender. The right was now fully in control of the country.
As part of the surrender, we technically own California. We're seeing if it's possible to just push it off into the sea.
Many of the losing combatants fled to the far north. Starvation was rampant among them from lack of access to DoorDash. Still, not everyone saw what happened as a total loss for the left.
I think we won by showing we will stand up to Republicans. But haven't you been exiled to Canada? It's great! I love it here!
Moose. We couldn't possibly be that lucky. Wow.
They've got a point, though, that I don't think they realize how well armed people are in the South. I don't think they realize.
Well, there was so much mockery of AOC coming here in that mousy little voice of her. Yeah, the Northerners come down and show up in Alabama.
The
Beat it, bitch.
Shield. Yeah.
You don't know what you're asking for. You twerp, you brainless goon.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would think that would be a waste of a bullet. You know, she's not worth it. She's not worth it.
She get hit in the head and do no damage.
Yeah. But I saw this very fascinating piece about showing the all the counties in the United States and who voted red and who voted blue. All the counties that were blue were cities.
Yeah.
And all the counties that were red are all, rural. And this person made the point, look, if all the rural people who are making the products, making the food, doing the work, if they all went away, the cities would die because they couldn't take care of themselves.
You know what? And they're dying without our help as it is.
But if all the cities went away, the rest of America would be just fine because they've still got stuff to do. They still got things that they're growing. They still have work that they're doing. If the cities went away, it would actually make life a whole lot better for everybody else.
I don't know if you heard this clip. I'm going to play it. I actually played it this morning.
Okay.
This is an Iranian woman who knows what living in Iran is like.
Mm-hmm.
And she had this message, especially for suburban white women.
This is what happens when people refuse to let the media get away with their life.
CNN's Clarissa Ward says she's ashamed as an American that the Trump administration is posting these flashy videos celebrating successful military strikes.
I'm going to pause it there. That's been a thing in forever. If you're involved in a war, I know in World War II, they couldn't get enough video to show that we were defeating the enemy.
Mm-hmm. Newsreels.
Iran is a country that wants to wipe us off the face of the earth. We're trying to prevent them from doing that by prohibiting them from having a nuclear weapon, which they would absolutely use because they are the lowest life form, the government, the lowest life form on the planet. I mean, they're not teaching any history. Is any college, any high school today showing its students pictures of Iran from 1975 when they were as Western looking as we are?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now there's some women who are rebelling there. They're dumping the hijab. They want to be women. They want to be sexual. They want to.
Yeah, but they're getting punished.
Oh yeah,
you can get 75 lashes. For...
Well, they guillotined their wrestling team for speaking out.
Yeah, yeah.
But the Democrats are on their side. Don't ever
forget
and the
Democrats also aren't looking at what we did. We took out the military capability. We didn't carpet bomb the citizens.
No, their navy is underwater.
Yes.
We took out the mullahs, as many of those as we could. We
took out their planes.
Yeah.
We took out as many missile launchers and as many drones as we could.
But this is what happens in a country where only the government has the guns, which of course is another big thing for Democrats and the left. We need 6 AR-15s. That's the whole point, because the founders were brilliant enough to know that somebody would want to end the freedoms. That's something that's consistent through history.
Yeah.
There's always somebody that wants to run your life for you. Let's continue this. I just wanted to pause it and say that's what your tax dollars at work. Look what we've done to minimize their ability to wage war.
Are you ashamed, Sheila?
Hey, Clarissa, I'm Iranian here, and on behalf of 90% of Iranians in Iran and 99% of the diaspora, pardon my language, but shut the F up and sit down, and all the other liberal white women like you can do the same.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that woman before. She's quite good. She's very intelligent. She is very bright.
Yeah.
But she's telling it like it is. She says, I came from there.
And the other truth in that, it's suburban white women. I don't know what's in the water or what's going on, or if you think that you can solve it, let's be nice. No. You're the ones that are making life difficult with your bizarre, addle-headed thinking. They're the ones that are,
they think they're right. That's the problem. They think their ideas are right.
And with no evidence.
And everybody else is wrong. And so they're going to keep in this mental loop of crazy because they don't see anything else. They don't see any other possibility. They've been brainwashed into thinking this way, and they're not looking at reality. They're not looking at evidence. They're not looking at facts. And in many cases, they're being told something that's a lie. especially if they're listening to or CNN or MSNBC or any of that. That's all they're getting is the propaganda.
I've got a funny thing on The View for you in a second. I want to hear her say that one more time.
Iranian here, and on behalf of 90% of Iranians in Iran and 99% of the diaspora, pardon my language, but shut the F up and sit down, and all the other liberal white women like you can do the same.
Whoa! Yeah.
I absolutely love that. But do you think CNN or MSLSD or the Cow Show on ABC, The View, do you think that they're going to put her on and give her a chance to?
Nope.
No. By the way, an interesting story today relative to The View, because ABC keeps trying to claim that they're a news show. The Media Research Center, I want to make sure I quote the number accurately, has cited, which means they've created a record of each and every violation.
Okay.
The Media Research Center submits 2,473 pieces of evidence that The View is not a news show. But ABC gets to go, so that way they don't have to do the equal time thing.
Yeah.
It's not a news show. And anybody thinks that Joy Behar is bringing you news or the truth or anything resembling that needs serious mental counseling.
Do we know what their viewership is? That's something I would be very curious to see, because I'm sure it started out pretty high when it first started, 20-something years ago?
Well, I think it was older than that.
But
when Barbara Walters first had it.
But I'm sure it's declined over the years. I'd be curious to see that, to see what their advertisers are how they feel about the number of people that are still watching.
By the way, in case you missed the announcement, we have resumed our Wednesday night gatherings at Baumhauer's Victory Grill, and the official opening of the new Millbrook Baumhauer's is
next
a week from today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Cool.
But we will be at the Boulevard location on Wednesday evenings, and hope you'll join us
Who's this?
tomorrow night.
Hey, Billy, let me put you on hold.
We have a call, so before we go to break, we will take this call. Billy?
Yep.
Hey, good afternoon.
Hey, Billy. What's up?
I don't know if you talked about this, Greg, or touched on it, but are y'all familiar with the new, going to be a Netflix documentary coming out? I think Tom Hanks is putting it together. It's
great.
called The American Experience. And
No, I don't know anything about this. What do you know about it?
well, the New Yorker just they on their online department, I guess you could call it, they played a little segment of this, a little sneak peek, and he interviews Hillary Clinton. Okay, so this, we're celebrating 250 years of our country. So you think Tom Hanks, playing and Saving Private Ryan, and what he's done with Band of Brothers and The Greatest Generation, I commend him for that. But I mean, he's just as kooky and far left as all the other weirdos that you hit on every day. But he interviews Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris. There's not many conservatives that's going to be interviewed in this show, and Hillary talks about the Electoral College, and how that she would have won the election if it wasn't for they did away with the Electoral College. So, it's something you need to look at.
Yeah, I heard about her Electoral College rant.
Yeah.
Thank God she didn't win.
Terrible.
Thank God for the Electoral College. It's one of the
Imagine
things that
where
keeps... We would be under the thumb of these big blue states and these millions of people who have chose to keep their cities into cesspools. Chicago, how about their Juneteenth weekend?
Yep. But see, that was the founding fathers. They were very prescient in understanding that they didn't want the population centers of New York or Philadelphia or Boston to control what was happening in the rural colonies, the rural states of Georgia and North Carolina and South Carolina.
And by the way, living in a city does not make you smarter. And these days, it actually makes me question your intelligence.
But the Electoral College helps balance that out.
Yes.
So
just like two senators for every state.
Yeah.
there's a I don't know if you're familiar with Mike Gallagher. He
Yeah.
has a
I've heard of him.
I listen to Mike his podcast daily, and I strongly urge that y'all pull that up and listen to it today. What he talks about it.
Well,
it
I
will-
mean, but that's not at the expense of listening to my show, please.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not talking. Greg, you do a wonderful job. I tell you, I told you years ago, but you were an endangered species, and you truly are. There's crosshairs out for you, buddy, and because you're telling the truth, man. You're doing it what needs to be done. We need more people like you on radio.
How sad, though, that the truth it becomes an uncomfortable thing for me to say at times, and uncomfortable for listeners to hear because we've been so inundated with, well, you really don't want to say that, and blah blah blah.
You're so mean.
But
You're so mean.
I've had it with playing games and footsie with the realities of this city in particular, with our incompetent mayor, and this absolute. I want to get into that 1819 story on the overtime that was paid to the Violence Prevention Committee for what?
Yeah.
As again, I'd like to say, not very diverse at all.
Well, Greg, you got thick skin, okay, and that's what we need, and in the Tri-County area, we need you, and just keep doing what you're doing, man. I mean, if there was a way, man, if I had the money to make you a nationally syndicated talk radio show host, I'd do it, brother. I would front the money for you.
That's very kind, and I appreciate it. That's a great compliment.
Well, you take care, my friend.
Thanks. All right.
That was nice.
Very, very nice.
The other caller was calling in about a situation on Redland Road. They're turning people around. Don't know what has happened, but at the place where the wheat field is, where they have the corn.
And somebody called about Smoky Notes and the location. It's the Lagoon.
It's the Lagoon Park Shopping Center. That's the official name of that location, and it's on the top of the sign that the Smoky Notes sign is on. So,
but
if they're looking for it, they can type that in their GPS.
But you can't beat it by going by the petrol station because it's right next to that, and that's an easy sign to see too. Good afternoon. Who's this?
This is Melissa B.
Hey, Melissa. How can we help you today?
I would listen to you like religiously morning and afternoon as long as work doesn't interfere. But I think you should be running for mayor. Your ideas are excellent, and you have the gumption to back up everything you say. You should run.
Well, here's my pedigree politically. I was voted class politician in high school. Although
back in the 1900s.
would it be nice for the city to have a good-looking mayor?
You sure is ugly.
Oh. Well, time takes its toll. That's a wonderful compliment. And I've always, who it was that talked me out of running was Jeff Sessions. He said, I want you to think about this. He says, you probably have more influence doing what you do than you would if you were actually in elected office.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I would certainly, if I had just one term as a congressman, I would certainly reinvent the wheel on interacting with the people I represent. But I love and appreciate the compliment, Melissa. Thank you.
All right, honey. I'll have a great evening.
She made my day with that.
Oh, yeah. Steve Falk, who's this?
It's still nice to hear good things. Brant McDonald will be unable to join us today.
Hello.
Not a major day in market news, nothing earth-shaking. So we hope you feel better, my friend. Invest Advisors, great firm.
Hang on just a second.
Whether you're thinking big or small, if you would like to talk to them about, and it's never too late to start.
What was your name?
I was not exactly a youngster when I opened my account with Invest Advisors.
Okay.
3870094. I think you'd be impressed with the people that he has in that building and the energy you feel in there. It's like, it's got that New York vibe. I mean, the good New York vibe. The one that catches you when you get off a plane at LaGuardia and you suddenly know you're in a place where you're, I don't know about today. I haven't been there in 25 years, but I went there a lot in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, and it was always fun.
We have a lady caller who wants to be anonymous.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Mr. Greg.
Hi.
So you and I rarely agree on anything.
Really?
Yes, we go, well, once I got you to see that we needed the voter registration thing that Mr. Trump was trying to pass. Because anyway, like I said, you and I disagree on many things, but sometimes we can have one little moment where we agree. But the young lady that just called in and said you needed to run for mayor, I completely agree with her.
Oh, my God.
And I feel like you should. Well, this is the thing. I vote people, not party.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
I feel like it's not about a party. I feel like it's about people. And this is a community that you live in. This is a community that you care about. Because if you did not, you would not be so verbal about the things that are wrong.
Exactly.
And I feel like when you are passionate like that, you need to run. You need to right the ship. Especially when there are so many things that are wrong and people that have been there sitting on their laurels just now, they have a job now where if it doesn't benefit them somehow personally, they don't want to do anything about anything.
I care about the city and I care about people.
So please run.
Well,
and you're not afraid to say what's on your mind.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not bashful about that. But, the city, I see the potential in it.
You don't always listen to the other side. There is potential. Because you know things are not right, and you have the opportunity and the audience, whether you know it or not, to make a difference.
May I thank you for this call?
You're welcome, and I do hope that you truly think about it and pray on it, talk to your family, and do it.
I'm going to I'm going to go out inside and have a cigarette in your honor.
There's nothing anybody can say about your past because you've already told.
Exactly.
But
all the skeletons are out.
When I talked to Jeff Sessions,
So there's nothing for anyone to lord over your head. Oh, we're going to tell this.
Yeah,
Fine,
exactly.
I can tell my own story.
That's what I told Jeff Sessions.
Better than anyone.
I said, I have no secrets. Yeah, I did. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I know where that can take you. And I know how to fix those things. And so what? I did this and that. I'm not proud of it. I'm a human being. And I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've tried to learn from each and every one of those mistakes.
You've gained wisdom from that. Yeah.
And I really think I could build a coalition. If you're going to fix a city for everybody, you need everybody involved. And you are absolutely right. It cannot be a political thing.
No.
It's got to be a party called, we want to save Montgomery and make it, I don't want to use the word great necessarily here, but you know what I'm saying. I go down streets in parts of the city that are nearly abandoned or empty, and I see these beautiful buildings that are overgrown and blight. And the biggest thing that's keeping them from making a comeback is fear. And that's a tough thing to change, but I believe it could be done. I really do.
Yeah.
Look, I had chances. I came here to work for barely over minimum wage, but I wanted the opportunity. I had chances all the way through 2009 to go back to Miami and work for people that I'd worked for previously. And I didn't do it for one reason. I love the people here.
Yeah.
This was my home.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to make that mistake again. So thank you for the very good words. And I'm going to go light one up.
Yeah. I think we should call this new party the I'm mad as heck and I'm not going to take it anymore. How about that?
Exactly. I love my community. I love my city, and I love the people in it, even the bad ones that need to, a good spanking or whack over the head.
Yeah.
Straighten up, but
you know how you solve problems with these kids that have, and I mentioned this, fatherless. So many of them have had no discipline in their house.
Guidance. Yeah.
The mom's got to work. She can only do so much. The only thing that changes people in a positive way are consequences. And there's a way to do that without destroying their lives, giving them a chance to rebuild. And
They're just their lives on their own. We're trying to help them
yeah,
to walk the straight and narrow and do better and want more, to be more.
I can't thank you enough for this call.
You're welcome. Well, I truly, truly hope, as I said, you and I do not see eye to eye on many things related to the president, but I feel like with as far as local government and our city, I feel like you would be an excellent mayor.
Let me share
and
something.
I will back you 100%.
Let me share something with you. My daughter and I don't agree on everything either, but we have an understanding. We agree to disagree, but we still love each other,
Absolutely.
and we have a great
Absolutely.
relationship.
That's what this country is. You can have your opinion and I can have mine. And at
Exactly.
the end of the day, we can still be friends.
But let me say this. I just have so much respect for you taking the time to call and share your thoughts on this with me. Thank you.
You are welcome.
You have touched
You
my
have
heart.
A wonderful rest of the day.
How could I not?
Thanks.
Thank you.
That was great.
Scott, tough act to follow, buddy.
No, I'm back you 100% for running for mayor, because and I will provide your security for free. I'm a practicing black belt, proficient in firearms and knives, and nobody's gonna get close to you.
This is amazing.
So-
I have a nomination to run for mayor and protection in back-to-back phone calls.
Not
Who's
bad.
luckier than me?
Not bad.
Scott, thank you.
I'm 100% serious. I'm
Uh,
not playing with you.
No, I'm
I will-
absolutely taking your call seriously, and I'm very grateful for it. I really am.
Yeah.
And I'll throw this out there for you. If you ever would like to learn how to throw some knives, I will be happy to show you and teach you.
Ooh.
Can I start with darts?
Yeah, they're a little different, but I go once a year to an international knife throwing tournament, and I actually make knives and sell them and so forth.
Yeah.
My instructor was a master bladesmith, and I was his apprentice, and I run my own martial arts school, and
Wow.
we teach kids, and there's some at-risk kids too, and it starts with lack of a nucleus family, and I know I'm doing the right thing with the feedback from the parents and everything, and this is just my passion in life, but I'm deadly serious about the other. If you decide to do it, I'm all on board. I'm on your team, buddy.
I appreciate.
Excellent.
I'm very grateful for your call. Thank you so much.
Oh, we got to take a break. We're way behind again, aren't we?
Are you kidding?
This has been great.
We'll be on the air till 6:30
Yeah.
if we don't get some things taken care of. Now, starting with traffic, we got 1819 news, Rich's weather, and more.
And just like that, we have an accident. Halcyon at Taylor. Please use caution there. Watch out for emergency vehicles. Other than that, light to moderate afternoon traffic, and we're really beginning to build now interstates, boulevards, east-south boulevard, Troy Highway, some of our busier places at the moment. We will keep you updated when accidents happen. At Thompson Tractor, their new service commitment includes next-day parts and 2-day repairs. This ensures you stay up and running without missing a beat. Thompson Tractor off I-85 dispatch Chantilly Parkway. Buckle up with Lieutenant Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
1819 News.
U.S. Senator Katie Britt has been expressing support for former Congressman Jerry Carl in his bid to become the next Republican candidate in the Congressional District 1 race. Previously, Britt had endorsed Carl's opponent, Rhett Marquez, in a matchup that has now dramatically changed due to a recent ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court regarding Alabama's congressional district maps. Now Marquez is running in the Congressional District 2 race. Both Carl and Marquez are running in the special primary election, but are now not up against each other. Carl was recently on FM Talk 106.5 out of Mobile when this recent support from Britt came up.
Katie called me about 3 weeks ago, and she said, "Hey, you and Rhett are separated now. I want to help you where I can." Rhett was her neighbor. I don't know if you knew that or not, but that was her neighbor over in Enterprise growing up. So she supported him, and it happens, in races. But she said, "I want to help you. How can I help you?" And we have to work together.
I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Brian Dawson here, CEO of 1819 News. I'm also the host of 1819 News, the podcast, and we'd love for you to join us by listening to our weekly show on all the top podcast apps, both in audio and video format. At 1819 News, the podcast, we are in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama. Every week, we're having important conversations with guests from across this great state, all with the goal of equipping Alabamians to be in pursuit of a free and flourishing Alabama with us. New episodes are released weekly. I hope you'll join us.
A school employee was arrested in Elmore County. The details on that arrest are limited. WAKA News reports that the school superintendent said it's about an ongoing legal matter and personnel issue. The school administration also re-emphasized that they would pursue the termination of any employee that is charged with a crime against a child. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Hardwood, tile, carpet, flooring tools, and installation supplies. Find it all at Budget Floors and More in Montgomery. Big selection, contractor pricing, and personal service you won't find at the big boxes. Across from Publix in Del Reyta and online at budgetfloorsmgm.com.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
Hey, Biscuits fans, it's Luke Maley here. And Tuesdays just got a whole lot better. Come on out to Davos Park for Tacos and Tall Boys Tuesdays. That's $4 tacos and $4 select Tall Boys, all while watching the Biscuits take on their Southern League opponents. It's the perfect way to spice up your week and enjoy some great baseball. For tickets and info, visit biscuitsbaseball.com or call 323-BALL.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. No big surprises. There will be some random storms roaming around into the evening hours tonight. You can still encounter one of those. Many towns will stay dry. Very humid tonight. Overnight low temperature in the lower 70s. I think tomorrow's highs will be in the upper 80s to around 90. And each day this week, there will be scattered, random, mostly afternoon and evening storms here and there. We are locked into a deep June summertime pattern. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
When the heat hits the river region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
All right, it's 4:52 on News Talk 93.1 FM. What an interesting afternoon it's been. And I have to give some of the credit to Master Thespian, our guest sidekick on this Tuesday.
Yep. Okay, I want a job in your new administration, Mayor.
What would you like to do?
I want to be the vice mayor of silliness. Can I do that? We have to create a new position.
I do have a lot of ideas. Some of them are incredibly corny, but I think they would work.
I could be in charge of the city entertainment. How about that? I could do that.
You'll be my venue manager.
Yeah, I can do that.
And I would want to promote Sammy Smith too.
Oh yeah.
Two of you could be
we
an
could come up with
incredible
some good
team.
stuff. Maybe bring back Jubilee City Fest. Wouldn't that be fun?
Well, I would be for all of that, but you've got to establish law and order. And that doesn't mean a police state. But people have to feel safe, whether they're going to a biscuit game, to dinner at Zaza's, whatever.
Or otherwise, they're just going to stay at home and stay behind locked doors and iron bars and not do anything.
But we've had 2 mass shootings within the last 7 or 8 months.
Yeah.
And not to mention all the other garden variety bodies turning up here and in lakes and everything else. I'm a firm believer in this theory that crime will exist where the criminal thinks they can get away with it.
Yeah.
Or even if they get caught, they'll be out in a few hours. And because part of the problems is it's not just the mayor and his lack of faith in good police.
But if you think you're going to get caught and
But you got
think once you get
judges.
caught, you're going to do time, you're going to think twice about doing it.
We have imbecile judges that take kids with long rap sheets. That alone, you know, maybe you do it with a measuring stick. When your rap sheet gets to be a foot long, you're not going to get out. You're going to be going to somewhere else for a while we try and figure out how to save your life.
And sadly, that's what's happening in a lot of these cases. You've got adults who are running these gangs that are recruiting adolescents, people who are 12, 13, 14 years old, and starting them in on a life of crime, knowing that they can get arrested as a juvenile and they're going to get off scot-free. And they do this for years. And then when they become an adult, they don't know how to do anything else but crime.
I get maybe I get a little bit dreamy, but there are parts of town on the west side, like I go down Highland Avenue or of Capitol Drive, and I'm seeing beautiful houses that have become just rotten structures that are just sitting there.
Corpses,
Why? There must be some way. I mean, one thing that some of the larger cities where the inner city got so bad that everybody left. Look at Detroit.
Yeah.
Remember, there were stories you could buy a house for $1 there.
Oh, yeah.
Including the land. Just take it. Some kind of a program to make that possible, you know. The potential. It's like I go by Normandale, and in my mind's eye, I can see how that was once a center place of the city. There are, I believe they used to be either legal offices or medical facilities. There's two of them on Norman Bridge Road that are, one was a former banquet hall. Nobody would have a banquet there now because you'd have to cut through a forest to get through the front door. It's just completely overgrown. And this is all over the city. And it makes me sad to think that these are areas where professionals, where doctors had their offices, where lawyers and others set up shop. That area right near Greg's Breakfast Bar. I go by there. On one hand, you can see how it could be thriving again, like it used to. But the reason these places are all in serious decline is because nobody felt safe going there. And that is a huge percentage of the problem all over town. And trust me, if it started becoming problematic in East Chase or someplace like that, they've managed to keep that from happening. But still, I remember we had a murder at the Chantilly Walmart a few years back. That's what shuts those places down. The first night I was in town, coming up 231 to turn on Eastern Boulevard to find Ben Hagler and get myself set up in a hotel. In fact, it was the Capitol Inn downtown, which I thought was pretty nice. I loved the view. You were right in the middle of everything. And then before I know it, it's closed because, again, druggies and everybody else taking over the streets at dark. Nobody wanted to stay. They used to have a reputation for having the best banana pudding in town. Gone, but not forgotten. And make it worthwhile for people to come in and reinvest. Some of these structures really just need to be reinvigorated. Some need to be torn down. But I would think part of what makes a city thrive is when there's a convenience. So if some of the things that people have to drive all the way to East Chase to get to, or the Eastern Boulevard, were available closer to downtown, like a Lowe's, or I'm just talking off the top of my head, like a great supermarket.
Exactly.
Something like that. Put the biggest possible food outlet. And you get people living downtown. I think it was 2006 or 7. There was a company that was had taken an old factory building or something and turned it into apartments. brick walls they built into the existing structure, and I thought it was the coolest damn thing I'd ever seen. And I thought about it, but somebody said, you know, where are you going to go for a bag of groceries? There's nothing near here. And I immediately realized, well, the apartment would be cool, but they're right. There's nothing that's within a safe walk of where this building is.
That's one of the things I think that Nashville has done extremely well, revitalizing these neighborhoods by turning those old buildings that are no longer being used into retail spaces.
Yeah.
There's several places there where they've taken an old shopping center and turned it into multiple businesses. It's become a place where you've got multiple restaurants.
Yeah.
And you can go and if somebody wants Mexican, then get Mexican. If somebody wants Chinese, get Chinese. They want hamburger and hot dog, then you do that. And have nice places for people to sit down on tables and enjoy their food as a family. And they're taking these old places that have gone downhill and revitalizing them, making them come alive again.
See, now that's when you go on a trip to visit another town and ask, how did you do this?
Mm-hmm.
How did you incentivize investment to come in and take these decrepit structures and turn it into a place people want to go? Anyway, just
Hey, Charlie, hang on a sec.
daydreaming off the top of my head. Who do we have?
Charlie.
Hello, Charlie. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Greg. Hey, Greg, I think one of the problems is I don't know what kind of manager or supervisor they have as far as keeping the town looking beautified. But I think that's the issue there. There's no accountability from the mayor down. Check on these so-called supervisor managers, like trying to take care of as far as the city looks. You know, the cutting of the grass. Now, if you go down North Bypass, it's just absolutely terrible, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that all over the place. There's so much of it, it's almost overwhelming.
I think a lot of it, there's just no accountability, you know?
Well, they may just not have enough people. They may not have the people to do it. And that's the problem.
But it would
Just like the police
let me be
department.
real honest here. It would be tough to get black people to vote for me because black people have been conditioned by Democrats and the left to think that all white people hate them and are against them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what do you think? Tuberville said it out loud. The only thing they're going to accuse him of being is a racist, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's their best defense. And I don't know how you overcome that. It's sad because that's not who I am and that's not what I want. I want the best for everybody.
I just want to give you a buzz, keep my thoughts on that, like accountability.
Yeah, no, there's got to be. I want to eventually, I think maybe we'll find time. We have the movie Maven coming up next hour, but I want to get some time in on this 1819 news story about the overtime for the Violence Prevention Committee, which is all this overtime to accomplish what? I'd like to know. I appreciate the call, man. I got to run because we got traffic. We've got the Wall Street Business Report, Salem Radio Network News, all ahead at 5.
Well, we have an accident, Vaughn Road at Laurelwood Lane, 7500 block. That's right near the Mapco, just before Vaughn, if you are outbound. Also, earlier, Halcyon at Taylor had an accident there. And Highway 229 at I-85, up on 229 at the exit ramp to 85 South, had an accident there. They're trying to get that one cleared, still on the scene. Keep it here. We'll update you when accidents happen. At Thompson Tractor, their new service commitment includes next-day parts and 2-day repairs. It ensures you stay up and running without missing a beat. Thompson Tractor off I-85, just past Chantilly Parkway. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew. A deadly Tesla crash now under investigation by the government.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is investigating after a Tesla Model 3 vehicle using an automated driving feature slammed into a Texas home at high speed, killing a 76-year-old woman inside the house. It is a significant probe since it involves technology that Elon Musk considers key to Tesla's future.
That is Rich Thomason reporting the administration providing a generous loan plan to speed the development of 10 large nuclear reactors to meet the skyrocketing power demands for those massive data centers. Energy Secretary Chris Wright announces $17.5 billion worth of loans today. A sell-off in big tech companies started in Asia and spread to the U.S. markets, bringing down stock values. At the closing bell, the high-tech NASDAQ was off 579 points. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we saw a bunch of patients last month. Almost none came because of an ad. They came because something happened. A fight with a wife who finally said, "Get help." A breakup. A new relationship that made them aware of things they used to ignore. A photo a friend tagged them in. One guy said he just stared at himself in the mirror. And that was enough. If today's your day, call right now. 334-440-3663. I'm Dr. Smith, urologist and advisor to Montgomery Men's Health. Built on almost 15 years of treating men in Alabama, one patient at a time. Dedicated to ED, low T, and male performance. Here's what happens when you call. We book you this week. We'll get a lab in an hour. For ED, we walk you through your real options at the same visit. A plan before you leave. Don't let today turn into next year. Call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Running a facility is already demanding. You don't have time for missed cleaning, sick days, or inconsistent results. At Janney King Gulf Coast, we have a proven method to solve those problems. Our franchise owners are trained and supported, and our franchise model means the people cleaning your building care about the outcome as much as you do. If your cleaning company is creating more work instead of preventing it, it's time for a clean that you can count on. Visit JannyKingCleans.com to learn more.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
Here's your 505.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. The Senate for the first time has approved a war powers resolution to block U.S. military action against Iran. Tuesday's vote comes as lawmakers warily watch President Donald Trump's efforts to resolve the conflict. It was the 10th time the Senate had tried to advance a war powers resolution, but a growing number of Republican lawmakers in both the House and Senate have expressed their concerns over both the war and the deal Mr. Trump struck with Iran to end it. Meanwhile, the U.S. and Iran disputed whether Tehran had agreed to allow UN inspections of its nuclear sites. As officials negotiated how to permanently end the war in Iran, a separate plan emerged Tuesday to break the shipping bottleneck through the Strait of Hormuz. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 45 points. More details at srnnews.com.
Are you carrying more than $10,000 in credit card debt? Do you feel like you're running on a financial treadmill, making payment after payment, month after month, yet never getting ahead? If you're tired of watching your hard-earned money disappear into interest charges, there may be options available to help you take back control of your finances. At Total Financial Freedom, they'll show you what qualified consumers may be able to save through programs designed to help them resolve debt faster than making minimum payments alone. The consultation is free, confidential, and comes with absolutely no obligation. Why spend years, sometimes decades, paying thousands in interest when there may be a better path forward? Total Financial Freedom is a Christian-owned company that has helped thousands of Americans pursue financial freedom for nearly 20 years and is proudly A+ rated and accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now and ask how you can receive a complimentary copy of The Debt Dietitian. Stop running in place. Start moving toward financial freedom at 866-744-7344. 866-744-7344.
It's happy hour, come gather round. Greg and Pamela break it all down. Talking politics and the whacked out world. Every headline makes the chaos swirl.
It's time for a smoke break.
David Johnson, Monday and Thursday. On happy hour. Mr. Thespian steals Tuesday spotlight. On happy hour. Eddie Duff on Friday with some snacks. On happy hour. While the whole world swirls, hanging out in the chat will change your world. On happy hour. On happy hour. Oh, happy hour.
On happy hour.
The Great Warhawk is with me on Happy Hour this afternoon. Master Thespian, Greg Budell, at 10 minutes after 5 o'clock. And it's been, to say the least, a really interesting afternoon. I'm waiting for a signal from my sidekick producer here.
We're good.
Who do we have?
TK again.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Greg.
Hey.
I know you don't like to take multiple calls in the same day.
No, we generally we don't.
I know generally you don't, but you're going down memory lane. And it's like, we're going to take a trip down memory lane.
Well,
I remember I listened to Don Markwell for years, and I remember the day he introduced you, and it's like, if you could, sarcasm, you couldn't cut it with a saw. You were probably so nervous you don't even remember that day.
well, and Don Markwell had that deep voice. Here we've got somebody new here on the radio. I think you'll like him.
Yeah.
Well, I learned about him before I ever came to town. So,
Okay, well,
yeah, I was a little nervous.
For years.
I respected his legend.
He said, Rick Barber.
Rick
hired
Barber,
this
yeah.
guy.
Sure.
Yeah. It's like, you came on, you were so nervous. It was unbelievable. But anyway, I've been listening to you on and off for over 20 years now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's good.
I was out of state for maybe 8 or 10 years, probably 10 years of that time. I was working out of state, and every time I came home, I felt like I was back home. And
yes,
I just want to say that we're about the same age, and sometimes we both get really pissed off about what's happening.
Yeah, I think a lot of people
And
because we care.
Yeah, I think a lot
You
of
know,
people
that's
do.
a good reason to get pissed off.
we've had very different career paths, but I just want to tell you, I think you're awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Apparently,
All right.
Have a good afternoon.
apparently we do. Would you like to go there?
Interesting day,
Yeah.
to say the least. I think we have another call.
Here, let me put you on hold. Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, welcome.
Hey, Greg, did you read the hot press news? I'm surprised you didn't get it, Greg, because you're always on the tip of the pyramid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Marcy Johnson, the city council person, has been relinquished of her position. They're going to have a special election.
So that's breaking news, right? That's something that just came down, right?
Montgomery City Councilman Marcy Johnson's seat declared vacant as of now.
Wow.
And there's the story.
There it is. There it is.
How was it that her seat was declared vacant?
Excuse me.
Well, you know, in order to get Master Thespian, you prior military?
No, sir, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay. In order to get a VA loan, you can't get a VA loan and rent it. You have to reside in it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
evidently,
Primary residence.
that didn't happen.
Oh, yeah. This is she had a property in District 7.
Who's this?
Voting
Correct.
records also indicated she voted in a different district than her primary residence.
District 3.
So she
Correct.
lied, and she should have her seat removed.
Well, she didn't show up for the last 2 city council meetings that I attended, and I was kind of suspicious with that. And I talked to a couple of people that I knew on the city council, and everybody was like tight-lipped and didn't want to say one thing one way or the other, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And now WFSA just released that they're going to have a special election. I guess another letter D gets busted up.
Do you know when the election is?
It doesn't say yet. They're getting it organized.
Yeah.
From what the story.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting.
I agree.
But here's my thing is.
I mean, Maxine Waters does not live in her district in Congress, which is a different thing. But
You're right.
everybody's terrified of that old fart for some reason. I don't understand.
It's the way.
You're right, Maxine Waters.
Woman could scare the dog off the side of a Greyhound bus.
You're right, because she lives in a total different district, and nobody ever says anything about it.
And she's never done anything for the district that she's turned into a crap hole. I got to run. Thanks for the call. Who's this?
99er.
99er.
Hi, Greg.
Hi.
Okay, about a grocery store downtown. In the 1940s, there was a great big A&P right next to the Davis Theater.
No kidding.
Yeah. And that's because everybody was close in, you know. They didn't have the interstate. They didn't have this. They didn't have that. Now, if you think you feel bad about the Normandale area going down, those of us that were here when it was built really are so sad to see that. I don't know what the answer is. I've been to Greenville, South Carolina one time where they restored their downtown beautifully. And of course, it's probably not as big as Montgomery, but I thought they did a beautiful job with it. Now, as far as you are running for mayor, hey, I would support you running for dog catcher. But I'm going to be the naysayer and tell you, no, you do not need to run for mayor. At your time in life and with your previous, your past with health, and you've got health issues that are probably going to start developing now as you get older.
Oh, they're already.
I don't think it would be a good thing for you health-wise. You might have to give everything you give to the city, and then, in exchange for what, a longer life? I don't know. But, hey, we love the idea, though, okay?
Thank you. I had no idea all of people were actually thinking these thoughts. And I started the show, or at the beginning of the show mentioned, I did have some test results come back, and I got some things to deal with, nothing fatal. Well, the aneurysm, I guess that makes me a walking time bomb, but
there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress running the city.
Yeah.
And, if you want it, go for it. I just say I'd rather you not, but that's just me. By the way, just left Smoky Notes. Had brisket sandwich, lovely. Oh, it's wonderful, and
Yes.
I love the way they did their French fries. Isn't that unique?
the potato twists are awesome. Yes, there isn't a bad thing on the menu there. It's one of those menus very tough to negotiate with especially if you're hungry, because everything looks good. But thank you for giving them a try. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All
Bye.
right, in Lagoon Park Shopping Center.
Yep.
And
Thunder.
Can I tell you what? You would be a phenomenal mayor, but I'm going to say no. The reason being, and here it is, the reason being is we need your voice more than what you could do in Montgomery with all the fights that you would have to go through to get even the smallest amount of things done.
Yeah.
We need your voice more than that.
I wonder
You
if I was mayor, if I would be allowed to keep this show, because I could use it as a sounding board for citizens, for ideas, for complaints, whatever.
But the FCC might have something to say about that.
Yeah, damn government.
But we need your voice, because you have opened so many people's eyes to the problems that are in Montgomery and in the state and the country, for that matter. If we did not have you, specifically you, there are a lot of other good people out there, but I don't know any of them that bring the level of passion for this country like you do.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Thunder. That's good.
This I will say, that is totally genuine. And I will give Barack Obama credit for one thing. Nobody made me realize how much I love my country until he came along and started tinkling all over.
It was eye-opening. It was truly eye-opening. So
Yeah.
my vote is don't run for mayor. Keep your voice because you open so many people's eyes to what's going on.
Well,
not
thank you.
me, not anybody else. You do.
Thank you so much for the words. I appreciate it. You have a good evening.
Truly from the heart. You do too. Bye.
All right, 20 minutes.
Wow, time has flown. We have gotten a lot of phone calls.
Yes, and coming up a little bit later, how about some entertainment options? Let's get away from all of this with the Movie Maven with some recommendations. Got 4 good ones today. That's coming up.
Traffic is brought to you by Victoryland. The winning is 24/7 at Victoryland. Go where the winners go every day, and you can be a winner too. Victoryland, I-85 exit 22 shorter, admission 19 and over.
Here's my new police commissioner, Skipper.
Well, folks are getting off work, and we're really busy all over the area, interstates, boulevards, and we do have some accidents. 7500 block Vaughn Road, right near the MAPCO. That is right before Taylor Road. Highway 229, Tallahassee exit. If you're coming out of Tallahassee, getting on I-85 southbound, we had an accident at that ramp. They should have that one cleared, but use caution. And we've got a new accident. Redland Road at Willow Springs, that is up the hill above Rifle Range Road. Use caution there. Please be safe out there. We'll keep you updated. Upgrade your home with Davis Store and Sash, your trusted source for replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisStoreandSashAlabama.com. Call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Truckers, listen up. A $2,500 sign-on bonus only at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Work for a company that puts God and family first. 855-777-9785. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. No big surprises. There will be some random storms roaming around into the evening hours tonight. You can still encounter one of those. Many towns will stay dry. Very humid tonight. Overnight low temperature in the lower 70s. I think tomorrow's highs will be in the upper 80s to around 90. And each day this week, there will be scattered, random, mostly afternoon and evening storms here and there. We are locked into a deep June summertime pattern. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Big dreams for your home on a tight budget? AFE's $26.26 as you covered. Unlock your home's equity with just $26 in closing costs. No fees, no headaches. Visit your local ASE branch today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 420259.
At Sweet Creek Farm Market in Pike Road, you'll find farm fresh, locally grown produce all season long. Alabama tomatoes, Hilton County peaches, sweet corn, squash, zucchini, cucumbers, peas, butter beans, farm fresh eggs, local meat, milk, and so much more. Many of the fruits and vegetables come straight from Sweet Creek Farm's own fields. Visit Sweet Creek Farm Market today, just south of Montgomery on Highway 231. Remember, buy fresh, buy local, buy Sweet Creek Farms.
E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free. E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free.
At E-Bike Oasis, we're more than just Montgomery's best electric bicycle store. E-Bike Oasis offers free 1-hour electric bicycle rentals and a full-service electric bike repair shop. Stop by E-Bike Oasis in Montgomery today for free rentals, repairs, and electric bicycle brands in town.
Hello, everyone. Robbie Pelt with Capital City Roofing. If you think about it, your home is your biggest investment in life. Your roof covers your home, so why jeopardize your biggest investment on a roofer you don't know anything about when you can deal with a reputable roofing company like Capital City Roofing? We have an A+ Better business rating and the best manufacturers and workmanship warranties available. We do all residential and commercial roofing applications that are certified through the manufacturer to ensure you get the best material and workmanship money can buy. We also have your project in our best interest before and after construction has been done. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any roofing issues or questions. We will match any of our competitors' price and give you the same great workmanship warranty. We also give free estimates. Give us a call today and let us show you the difference. 277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
Attention River Region business owners. Local counties are now inspecting and enforcing backflow prevention requirements. Headley Plumbing is fully certified to install, repair, and test backflow preventers, helping you stay compliant and avoid costly violations. We've been serving the River Region for decades with dependable professional service you can trust. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the River Region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
This is what happens when people refuse to let the media get away with their life.
CNN's Clarissa Ward says she is ashamed as an American that the Trump administration is posting these flashy videos celebrating successful military strikes. Are you ashamed, Sheila?
Hey, Clarissa, I'm Iranian here, and on behalf of 90% of Iranians in Iran and 99% of the diaspora, pardon my language, but shut the F up and sit down, and all the other liberal white women like you can do the same.
This is what happens when people refuse to let the media get away with their life.
And I love it. I played that clip 3 times, and I may play it one more time, maybe at the close of the show.
Yeah. And it's these people who came to the United States when they were children or their families have escaped from Iran that know what's going on there. They're able to say, look, it's horrible. The living conditions are bad under the IRGC.
I used to play a lot of clips by Paul Joseph Watson.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I still watch him, but he drops too many F-bombs. I don't have time to edit that. I wish some of these more successful commentators, I appreciate your free speech and creativity, but I have FCC rules I got to play by, and so it's just not worth the time. This is a story I love seeing. Josh Hawley stepped up and told Major League Baseball to cut the crap. And today, baseball amazingly announced, we're not punishing those Giants players who put Bible verses on their hats when they were forced to wear the gay pride insignia. I'd like to know how that happened, how this pride thing became a whole freaking month. We have a day for the people that died in service to our country, but we have a month for people who are just wired differently.
The fact that the corporation, that ball club was forcing their employees to comply. It wasn't a voluntary thing. If you want to wear a pride jersey, you can wear a pride jersey. They were forcing.
You see about the minor league team that was forced to forfeit? They were supposed to wear a full pride top, and a lot of the players didn't want to do it. Yeah. It doesn't mean they're homophobes, but at what point? When is enough enough?
Yeah.
We've seen crackdowns on people who wear patriotic stuff, who put a flag lapel or things like that,
or
which
wear
is
a flag
ridiculous.
T-shirt. No, you can't wear that here. That will offend someone. It's like,
you know what?
do you
If it
mean?
offends somebody, let me meet them so I can kick their ass.
Yeah. How about all these people protesting who are waving Mexican flags or Venezuelan flags or Iranian flags?
This is the gist of the magazine column I wrote for 250.
Or Palestinian flags, yeah.
We have so many, I call them the American Les Miserables. Yeah. And the only reason they're that way is because they've had teachers, they've had people they watch on news do nothing but rip this country. And
it's sad.
They think they're living in a hellhole. The beauty of the soccer fans coming to America and just amazed. And let me give you a historical parallel to this. We captured a lot of German POWs during World War II, and we brought them here.
Mm-hmm.
Some were in camps, and I know there was one in Maryland.
There was a camp here in Alabama.
And Mississippi, too.
Mm-hmm.
And what they had been so brainwashed by the Nazi government that they didn't believe it when they heard that we were producing a bomber every 63 minutes at a factory in Detroit. So our government did a wise thing and took them there to watch it happen.
Yeah.
They watched a bomber built from beginning to end in 63 minutes because that's what America can do when America needs to do it. They couldn't believe that they were being served ice cream in prison camps, that the food was better than anything they got while they were in active duty before they were captured and became POWs.
And they were given lots of it. They were expecting to get bread and water, and
Yeah.
they're getting steak, and they're getting,
Because, of course, it's a war, but, we were demonized and
yeah,
all these horrible things. And so many of them left with a completely, that's why so many of them stayed.
Yeah.
They asked to stay. They didn't want to go back.
Well, same thing with Japanese prisoners of war.
Yeah.
There's a great story about a group of them in a camp in Michigan, and they allowed them to go into town, with an escort, of course.
Yeah.
Go into town to buy things, and they were shocked. Like, these people are not what we were told they were.
That was part of what happened at the end of the war.
Yeah.
When MacArthur came in, the idea was to not punish them.
Exactly.
We're going to show you through example why you should embrace our way. Look at Japan today. The sad thing, and it's true, there's comp pictures of Hiroshima after the devastation there, Tokyo after it was bombed.
Yeah.
And today they are thriving, amazing cities. Detroit, not so much, where so much of the material that was built to win the war. Yeah, we've got the movie Maven coming up in 4 minutes. I need to get closer to that. We got Blue Water News with Sky and Rich's forecast all coming up.
Well, we have an accident if you're headed into Montgomery, I-65 northbound at mile marker 160. That is right near a bridge on I-65. Just before Hope Hull, left lane is partially blocked. Several vehicles involved, traffic stacking at that location. We're busy on I-65 and 85 through downtown Montgomery. Boulevards are very busy, especially East-South Boulevard, 231 to Wetumpka. Please be safe. We'll keep you updated. Get $3,000 customer cash on a new Toyota Tundra at McKinnon Toyota. Add the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Hey, this is Ashley, owner of Pest Pro Services, and I want to help you take back your yard. We protect your outdoor space from mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks so you can enjoy being outside. We treat where mosquitoes live and breed with pro-level care, which means fewer bites, more time outside, and a backyard ready for fun. Give us a call at 265-9990 or visit us at ppsriverregion.com. That's 265-9990, and follow us on Facebook at Pest Pro Services. And remember, when you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro.
Don't you love the feeling of coming home to a clean house? Let Southern Bells Cleaning Service get your home in order. Families in the River Region trust Southern Bells because they know Callan and Jesse will show up on time and believe in cleaning the old-fashioned way. They bring all their own supplies and specialize in full-service, residential, commercial, vacant properties, and construction cleanup. Estimates are always free. Call Southern Bells today at 546-0715 or follow them on Facebook at Southern Bells Cleaning River Region.
If there's one thing you can count on, it's 24/7 protection when you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive. And if there's two things you can count on, it's your smoke detector battery dying at 3 a.m. Not 3 p.m. on a Saturday when you have nothing going on, but in the middle of the night when you're fast asleep.
Oh, come on!
Get 24/7 protection when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Just one more thing you can count on. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Kohl's deal days are right on time. Summer arrives and suddenly you need shorts that fit, flip-flops that survive the pool deck, a bath towel that isn't secretly your beach towel. Get up to 50% off at Kohl's and Kohls.com, plus daily deals, free shipping, and instant Kohl's Cash. Now the only thing left on your list is having fun. Select styles, exclusions apply. No purchase necessary to get instant Kohl's Cash. While supplies last. Ends June 28th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Well, hi, everybody. No big surprises. There will be some random storms roaming around into the evening hours tonight. You can still encounter one of those. Many towns will stay dry. Very humid tonight. Overnight low temperature in the lower 70s. I think tomorrow's highs will be in the upper 80s to around 90. And each day this week, there will be scattered, random, mostly afternoon and evening storms here and there. We are locked into a deep June summertime pattern. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
When the heat hits to the river region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
The premier place the river region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Time for the Movie Maven, Miss Murray's Movie Minute, brought to you by AMS Studios. Relax, refresh, renew with AMS Studios at 95 Lightwood Road in Deatsville, amsstudiomedspa.com, or call 782-9711. Now, welcome, Miss Murray.
Yay!
Hey, hey, hey.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's been such an afternoon. It seems like it's time to talk to you so quickly. I'm almost caught off guard.
Yeah, we've had a lot of phone calls today. That's been cool.
Yeah, I heard some of those. They
Yeah.
were quite interesting.
Yeah, it has been a busy afternoon. It's been a little on the quiet side lately. I can't imagine what inspired that. We got to start with the latest from Steven Spielberg and Disclosure Day. So I'm very interested in your take on this because its box office dropped 62% from week 1 to week 2.
Yeah.
Not a good sign for a movie in terms of word of mouth. What's your opinion of this film?
Well, overall, I liked it, but it did have some big sort of negatives about it. I mean, it was a little too long. I thought it was like 2.5 hours.
Ooh, okay.
And it did have a lot of good, like, edge of your seat suspense, like they're hanging off the edge of a train and being chased by these guys in these black sedans that always pull up. There was some funny comical stuff about it too. I mean, they weren't intending to be comical, but every time they would surround the guys and all the cars would pull up, I was just like, this again? Seriously? But I thought the acting was really good. I liked Emily Blunt and
Coleman Domingo.
what's his name? Yeah, no, well, Coleman was good, but also Josh O'Connor was really good.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
I
Josh
liked
O'Connor.
the story of them, like how they got their special powers and stuff. But I don't. It's hard to talk about a movie like this without getting into any details because I don't want to spoil it for people.
Yeah.
But
because I haven't seen it yet, and I've been on the fence about should I go see it, should I not. So now that you've reviewed it, I think I may go check out a matinee.
Part of the problem here, because I saw it, I think anything with Steven Spielberg sets an incredibly high bar.
Yeah.
I don't think
This
this
is true.
movie reached it. I think it's very flawed. But I agree with Miss Murray. It is absolutely watchable, even at a length. I mean, I think I could have edited this film down by 20 minutes, which might have helped.
I think it was a little ambitious too. It's like trying to. I mean, for anybody that doesn't know, the basic concept is the question of if we knew there was alien life, is it better to let people know about it or not let people know because it would change the fundamental everything, including people's belief in God. And there was a whole lot of like religious elements and symbolism and a former nun and a whole convent. So there was like a lot of interesting religious commentary that I couldn't even quite really figure out, was this movie anti-religion or was it trying to say that
you know what?
aliens and religion, they don't have to be incompatible?
There was a scene involving the nun, as I recall, who is quoting from the Bible, and it was a quote about the entirety of God's universe, not just Earth. And I think that was the message. At least that's how it hit me. We're not anti-religion, but the Bible itself makes a point. I can't recall the verse. I just don't have that gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, just because we know God made heaven and earth doesn't mean he didn't make other beings too.
Yeah, it also doesn't mean that he's told us about them. I mean, there's that passage in Ezekiel where Ezekiel talks about seeing the wheel within the wheel. And a lot of people point to that going, that sounds a whole lot like a UFO.
I'm not going to reveal the last word of the movie, but when I heard it, I knew the movie was going to end right there.
Yeah.
That's.
I've heard that there's a lot of controversy about that ending.
Yeah.
So I'll go check it out. I'll check it out.
I think you should. I would very much like to get your learned take on it.
Yeah.
Disclosure Day. Okay, so not it's done well at the box office, but it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't have super high marks on Rotten Tomatoes either. It's got 80% critics and 71% audience at this point.
Yeah.
I always, the audience will always tell you the truth. The critics they don't want to say anything about it.
Probably more an adult movie than it would be a kid movie, I would think.
Well, Peacock has something called the Wild Robot. I love to. Is this like a robot that likes to party? What's the story on this?
This is an animated film that was an Oscar nominee last year, and I just finally got around to seeing it, and it was incredibly delightful.
Yeah.
I recommend it
I've
for
seen
all
some clips
ages.
from it, and what I've seen is it's really cute.
Is it something the whole family can watch?
Yeah, definitely.
I think so.
A robot gets dropped on an island and learns to adapt with the local wildlife. It adopts a little baby goose and raises it to adulthood.
Oh, I love it already.
Yeah, I
A
know.
baby goose.
And it's just a story about a robot learning to be human. It's very touching and very awesome. I loved it.
All right. You know a little bit about books, from what I understand. The Book Thief.
Oddly enough, I have never actually read this book, even though I think the book is more famous than the movie.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy the movie very much. The whole family, well, the adults in the family all liked the movie more than the kids did. But it's about a young girl, and it's during occupied Germany during World War II, and it's got elements of hiding the enemy and learning that they're not really who we thought, and etc. The same kind of things that you see in Jojo Rabbit and Anne Frank sort of thing. But I loved the young girl that played the main character, and even her mean old. She's adopted. She's an orphan, and she sees her brother die. So it's a very depressing movie if you don't see the hopefulness in it. But
Okay, and that's
it has a happy
rentable.
ending.
That's rentable on Prime, Apple, and used tubes. I wish I was better read. By the way, remind me to check to see if the new issue of Jughead arrived in my mailbox. That it would. Voicemails for Isabel. That sounds interesting. Tell us about that one.
I just had a little text conversation with Pamela about this one. She loved it, so she sends her recommendation. It's a rom-com. It's on Netflix. And I was just like, I want something lighthearted and a little bit cheesy. This is the perfect thing for, I was hanging out on Juneteenth. Oh, sorry, there's a fire.
Oh, I can barely hear.
Everything's fine.
Oh,
I'm right across from a fire station, so they just had a call.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, be safe.
But no, I'm fine. I recommend Voicemails for Isabel. It's a very cute little rom-com, a little bit cheesy, but it's about a woman who lost her sister, and she leaves her these little heartfelt voice messages on what she thinks is her dead sister's phone, but they're intercepted by a boy who listens to the messages and decides that he's going to chase this girl down because he's in love with her from the messages to her sister.
I like the
very
concept.
sweet.
That is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? One of these days we'll have to do a whole segment on cheesy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Sometimes cheesing is exactly what you need.
I totally agree with you. But again, just like there's really good cheeses and then there's some that can make you evacuate a room, like Limburger. So we will seek the good cheese when we do that segment again.
Gouda, yeah.
We've talked about Thumbs Up, although it's, again, I saw it and I would recommend it. Disclosure Day, that's still in theaters. Wild Robot on Peacock. The Book Thief, rentable on Prime and Apple and YouTube. And Voicemails for Isabel, which wins the cheese category today.
Of course,
but
you know, the
in
movie
a good
that-
way.
Not just cheese, like really sweet.
Heartfelt. Okay.
The movie that's coming out this weekend, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with it. It's Supergirl, and already they're running their estimate down as to how much money it's going to make.
Because the star of the movie opened her mouth and
she won't stop. She won't stop talking.
She's determined to be the next Rachel Ziegler, I guess.
Oh, that's stupid.
I'll go see it
One way to have your movie fail before it even comes out.
Yeah, but I'll be busy this weekend.
I
But
heard
I'll
it's
see Supergirl
very
next week.
dark. Like it's sort of dark and.
It's based on a particular story, a comic book art called "The Girl from Tomorrow" or "The Girl of Tomorrow," and yeah, it's a treating Supergirl as a victim of trauma, because she's the last person from Krypton. She and Kal-El are cousins, but apparently she got to see a whole lot more of it than he did because he was a baby when he left, and she was a teenager. So she's dealing with a lot of stuff.
Well, let's hear for the woman of today, Miss Murray.
Yep.
And your recommendations. And we do hope you'll visit with us again before the week is over.
Yay!
Sure. I also heard that Toy Story 5 was good. I met some little boys today that absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
So that's one to look forward to.
Yeah, my grandson and his cousin went to go see it with their families, and they loved it. So
I got to write my friend in Chicago, who I worked with in radio when I was first starting out, who said, I left the theater a changed man. And I'm wondering what could have been in the movie that made you feel
yeah,
that
I
way?
want to hear that story.
I'll tell you what, before we have you back, I will reach out to Dave and see why he's got that.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you for your time.
All right.
All righty.
Bye.
The Movie Maven. Visit the Movie Maven VIP page on Facebook. It's a great place to exchange information, recommendations, and she will post the things she discussed today. Right now at 5:46, we have news with Sky Mosley.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Montgomery police have released the names of 2 people killed in a Saturday evening shooting. The shooting happened about 6:30 at the Raceway gas station on Eastern Boulevard. 18-year-old Savion Gilchrist was pronounced dead at the scene. 20-year-old Demarion Calhoun had been shot and killed a short distance away on Carmichael Road. 2 additional victims remain hospitalized with gunshot wounds. A missing Montgomery man has been found shot to death. 28-year-old Tyrant Williams was recently reported missing. His body was found Sunday in the 200 block of Ann Street near Percy Julian High School. He'd been shot multiple times. The circumstances surrounding Williams' disappearance and death remain under investigation. The city of Montgomery is blocking the release of public information about the Office of Violence Prevention. A Montgomery resident was denied an open request for information related to the office, such as employees, salaries, job descriptions, and contracts. The city of Montgomery has paid almost $250,000 in overtime to employees of the Office of Violence Prevention over the past 4 years. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we saw a bunch of patients last month. Almost none came because of an ad. They came because something happened. A fight with a wife who finally said, "Get help." A breakup. A new relationship that made them aware of things they used to ignore. A photo a friend tagged them in. One guy said he just stared at himself in the mirror. And that was enough. If today's your day, call right now. 334-440-3663. I'm Dr. Smith, urologist and advisor to Montgomery Men's Health. Built on almost 15 years of treating men in Alabama, one patient at a time. dedicated to ED, low T, and male performance. Here's what happens when you call. We book you this week. We'll get a lab in an hour. For ED, we walk you through your real options at the same visit. A plan before you leave. Don't let today turn into next year. Call now, 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Pizza Perfect's amazing buffet just got more amazing. To help our customers during these tough economic times, in June, Pizza Perfect has reduced the price of our buffet to just $10. That's pizza, as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink. Everything, only $10. Pizza Perfect Buffet. Available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pickup or delivery. Also in June, get $5 off any large pizza at Pizza Perfect in Eastbrook, where the buffet is only $10 all month long.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach. I thought those were good for me. What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, Viome.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
Immediate. Carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Well, have y'all seen how them Europeans that are here for the World Cup are just losing their crap over how great America is? Told y'all. I saw this one foreigner in a Costco on TikTok like, who needs 8 pounds of meatballs? And I said, well, nobody, but that's freedom. Who needs the stupid Eiffel Tower when you can get tires, a birthday cake, an eye exam, and rat poison all at the same place? Okay, y'all, I gotta go. America's turning 250, so y'all know what that means. Pre-tattoo shave-a-thon.
Bethel Meredith hitting the nail right on the head there with the. Sorry, I never thought I'd see the day where foreigners would actually be the wake-up call for many Americans.
Yeah.
Because all they get is negative.
Yeah.
I mean, there are reasons. We're not a perfect country, and there's a lot of things that need to be fixed. But
we're getting a lot of social media of people who are just gobsmacked at how wonderful things are in America. You know, like we went to Dollywood last week.
Oh, yeah.
Your brochure. And it's cool because you look at the map, it's this giant triangle. It's huge. But everybody was having a good time. There were lots of people there. I mean, there were tons of people there. But everybody got along.
how are the lines?
Fights.
How do they do with that? They keep things moving?
Pretty much. There was a couple of rides that my grandson wanted to ride with his dad and his mom. One of them was like 45 minutes long. But most of them were, 30 minutes or less.
What's the best ride at Dollywood?
That's a good question because they got several different amazing types. They've got just the regular roller coasters. They've got this one coaster that's called the Eagle's Wings, which is a suspended coaster. And I mean, you're going way up on the top of this ridge and going around. But they rode several things. They rode the Dragon Flight, which is another suspended coaster. I rode with another one of my children and his wife, the Blazing Fury, which was, it was just cheesy, but it was a fun little coaster. But it was cool. They had shows and they had stuff for everybody. The food was great. The prices were a little high, like $15 for a meal. But that's going to be typical at a theme park. But it was good. It was a good experience. So I think you'll enjoy looking through that brochure. It was cool.
I have such a twisted mind. Let's face it. Everybody loves Dolly. She is the most popular celebrity in America.
Mm-hmm.
She has the highest. I mean, it's one thing to be famous, but that doesn't mean everybody loves you.
Right.
She's as famous gets, but she is beloved by. I mean, what do you got to say negative about Dolly Parton?
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. She's never earned a word of contempt. She stayed out of politics, gone with the flow. which is
It's remarkable.
it is.
Remarkable for her. And yeah, she's in her 80s now, and she continues to be a beloved figure. So
But-
her Imagination Library, that's a thing that she sponsored. It gives free books to children.
But she used her physical assets very cleverly, I think. I remember Johnny Carson. You can look this up on YouTube. I'm sure it's on there. She was a guest on The Tonight Show.
Yes.
And Johnny said, I would give $1 million just for a peek. And everybody knew what he was, including her, and she just laughed it off. She didn't, today, if you said that to some other actress who was well endowed, you'd hear
Sydney Sweeney. Yeah.
she, you know what? She'd go along with it.
Probably.
She would be like Dolly. I got quite the bosom.
Yep.
And if you think I'm not going to exploit this wonderful asset, then you're sadly mistaken. This is why the left hates her. It's not even so much, even though we understand she tends to be conservative.
Yeah.
They just hate the fact that she turns a lot of guys on, that she has the dream girl body and all of those things going on.
But she also
I did see some scenes from Euphoria that were quite interesting.
Yep. Yeah, she also appears to have smarts too. She appears to be an
She
intelligent
does.
person.
She does.
And that's unusual. So, all right. Well, here we are.
I had this twisted thought
Mm-hmm.
that you build this enormous life-size replica of Dolly, and then the roller coaster
Well, they have a life
right between.
They do have a life-size statue of her right in front of the courthouse in Sevierville, Tennessee.
You
And
know,
it's impressive.
At the
It's
time,
doubly impressive.
At the time, I never thought I'd appreciate the moment. All these years later, and we're talking, like over 40.
Yeah.
But when I introduced her in concert
Yeah.
in Miami, and I had OD'd on laxatives.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
Sweat.
literally using every muscle. I was flop sweating. I was pale white. All the blood had drained out of my face.
But she was concerned for you. What did she say? Are you okay, honey?
I bring her out to the 15,000 people. And all I'm trying not to do is crap myself in front of that big crowd.
Yeah.
How's Dolly Parton? And I literally shuffled with my knees grinding together off the stage. And as she's coming out, she stopped, grabbed me by the arm, and looked at me with those big eyes and said, "Are you okay, honey?" Yes. And I was still the last one in the park in the public bathroom at 11:30 that night. I'm not making that up. That was one of the dumbest things. But like callers pointed out early, at least it's out there.
Yeah, it's out there.
Last traffic, Skipper, 557.
Well, we have an accident if you're headed into Montgomery, I-65 northbound at mile marker 160. That is right near a bridge